nor intended to be applicable to any person's individual circumstances. It should not be considered as investment advice, nor does it constitute a recommendation that anyone engage in or refrain from a particular course of action. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Investments can fluctuate, and when redeemed, may be worth more or less than when originally invested. Golden Reserve Retirement LLC, Golden Reserve LLC, Golden Reserve Tax LLC, and Ayler Stallings LLC are not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency. Legal services offered by Ayler Stallings LLC. Tax services offered through Golden Reserve Tax LLC. The previous program is paid for by Golden Reserve.
There's so much to talk about in retirement, but you have so little time. Just listen to the Fire Your Financial Advisor podcast. Like and subscribe wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
The proceeding was paid for by Golden Reserve. Information on the program was intended to solely further the public's general knowledge about the product. Opinions expressed should not be relied upon for any purpose by any member of the audience. News Radio KDKA does not guarantee the accuracy of any of the information heard on the preceding program.
The preceding program was pre-recorded.
When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one,
When Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know, taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
From ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. The U.S. and Iran appear ready to sign a new deal to end the war. Pakistan's prime minister says a memorandum of understanding between the U.S. and Iran is expected to be finalized as soon as tomorrow. ABC's Selena Way.
Trump says Iran will promise never to build or obtain a nuclear weapon, but that promise is not new. In fact, it was in the very first paragraph of the nuclear deal negotiated under President Obama, a deal that Trump tore up and still repeatedly criticizes to this day.
The Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act expired at midnight. FISA was passed after 9/11 to help the government keep track of foreign threats. ABC News contributor and former Homeland Security official in the first Trump administration, Elizabeth Newman, explains why FISA has been controversial politically.
The target has to be somebody outside of the United States. However, if somebody outside the United States is talking to somebody inside the United States, that U.S. person information is collected.
Democrats refused to extend the law after President Trump named a loyalist with no intelligence experience as acting director of national intelligence. The administration says President Trump's name has been removed from the Kennedy Center in Washington. ABC News national correspondent Stephen Portnoy has more from D.C.
The word came from the Justice Department in a late-morning federal court filing that the words Donald J. Trump have been removed from the facade of the Kennedy Center. That an hour ahead of the latest deadline set by a judge who ruled last month that only Congress can change the name of D.C.'s only memorial to John F. Kennedy.
New details on what led up to a mass shooting in Midland, Texas, where 11 people were shot and one fatally.
Police had been looking for 45-year-old Victor Mata Villarreal after they say he fled a traffic stop and opened fire at a Midland officer late Wednesday night. He was wanted for attempted capital murder of an officer. But then Friday, police say they got a call of an active shooter.
That's ABC's Alex Stone reporting. You're listening to ABC News.
Hot summer days and high energy bills are on the way. Upgrade your home's old leaky windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4 Get 4 free sale. Yes, half of your new beautiful energy efficient windows free. Plus no money down and no monthly payments or interest for 2 years. Call now 866-200-8670 or windownation.com. In select markets, trust our family of brands, New South Window and ArmorView. That's 866-200-8670 or windownation.com to book a consultation.
I've been telling you all about the secret war on our cash and the free report you can receive a copy of by contacting Swiss America at 800-289-2646. I'd also like to encourage you to subscribe to their podcast on YouTube. Just search Swiss America Trading. The podcast can provide you a ton of vital information and financial news in the challenging and uncertain times we're in. Subscribe today. Learn more about BRICS, industry leaders, and their market predictions for the future, along with what you might expect to see in terms of precious metal performance in the weeks and months ahead. Message and data rates may apply.
A Pittsburgh area family is demanding answers following the death of a woman after she was released from ICE custody. The family says 31-year-old Daffy Michael was being held in jail on charges that were dropped. She was then handed over to ICE. They released her. Then she sat at a bus stop in the freezing cold for at least 30 hours before dying of hypothermia. Daphne's cousin, Linda Michael.
For her to die in such a senseless way, what happened? Why did she have to die that way?
Her death ruled a homicide. An Oklahoma father is speaking out about how a viral TikTok challenge put his 15-year-old daughter in the hospital. Richard Presson says that his daughter's clinically brain dead after trying the Benadryl challenge.
It's heartbreaking, to watch your loved one go through this. She was perfectly fine Sunday. Within 24 hours, she's tried this and she's laying lifeless.
The challenge, which involves taking excessive doses of diphenhydramine, has caught the attention of the Food and Drug Administration. Preston says his daughter was perfectly healthy before she tried the challenge. And just kicking off the first East Coast World Cup match as Brazil faces Morocco at New Jersey Meadowlands, just outside of New York City. No parking allowed. Fans taking buses, trains, Ubers, some on foot. They weren't supposed to do that, did anyway. Meanwhile, down in Brazil, fans celebrating at watch parties. Dave Packer, ABC News.
Hot summer days and high energy bills are on the way. Upgrade your home's old leaky windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4 Get 4 free sale. Yes, half of your new beautiful energy efficient windows free. Plus no money down and no monthly payments or interest for 2 years. Call now 866-200-8670 or windownation.com. In select markets, trust our family of brands, New South Window and ArmorView. That's 866-200-8670 or windownation.com to book a consultation.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Patchy clouds tonight, the low 63. Tomorrow, a couple of thunderstorms in the afternoon could bring damaging wind gusts and flooding downpours, high 76. Less humid with clouds and sun on Monday. For AccuWeather, I'm Kerry Schwindenhammer, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Time now for Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Here we are. And it is a room full of people that we're like, shh.
The funny part is
just a few weeks ago, we had those North Hills kids in here. There were like 97 people in here, and they were more quiet than there's 8 adults in here right now, right?
Right.
But
You
it's
were
a
John.
party.
You were like, be quiet. I want to go on and talk. JK.
But
I'd
the
rather
good
talk
news
to them. We talk nonstop all day long, so
Right.
they could have come on the very first
Yeah,
one.
let them know we're not lying. You're all here, right?
Please don't let people think
Come on.
we're
Oh,
lying.
don't sound
yeah.
bored.
Wow.
You're all here, right?
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
And you
cool.
want to know why they're here, don't
Yes,
you?
and we're going to tell
We're
you.
excited.
When we start talking to them, you're going to think you missed out on something, but you didn't.
You did not.
Yes.
No.
So, all right, but you know what? You didn't. Well, let's see. Did you miss out on the weather today? Like the
I did
weather
not.
was
I had a
absolutely-
graduation party. How about you?
I actually went and did some walking around. Like I didn't want to stay in the house, and I actually walked through the arts festival.
Oh, was it wonderful?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Did you get your answer to your question?
There was nobody
Okay.
there officially that could answer my question, but
Okay.
it was cool to say, okay, I walked through. So if somebody's asked me, hey, did you go to the arts festival?
You can say
Check
you did
mark.
it. Yeah.
Yes.
Were Yinslids
Yes.
there?
I didn't see them,
Okay.
but I probably didn't walk through that area.
You're like ruining it for me. I just wanted your answer. You didn't get it.
Yeah, but I tried to give you the code word. I just kind of passed through, check mark, don't ask lots of questions, and here you are. You just
Everybody thinks
me.
John's so nice. It's not true.
So I
It's
tried
not
to give
true.
you the code word. Don't ask me too many
Got it.
questions.
Sorry, I
but-
didn't catch on.
No. So, and then
I'm glad you enjoyed
I
it,
hit the
though.
old McKnight Road today, and it wasn't even so bad. I guess everybody was sleeping in
Yeah.
it wasn't too bad there. And so I was out and about.
Let me guess why you were on McKnight Road.
All right, go ahead, guess.
Going, gone.
No.
Oh.
No, but
I thought I had that.
It would have been a good guess 99% of the time. But
Yeah.
I didn't
What
have
were you
time.
on
I went to the
Oh,
Goodwill
I know.
store
Yeah,
to
yeah,
drop off
right.
some computers. I didn't know if anybody knows this, but if you have old computers, don't throw them away because
Right.
Goodwill takes them and either restores them to a government level clean
They wipe them, yes.
They wipe them, or they tear them apart and use the precious metals to get money.
I never knew this.
So,
That's
yeah.
not, like
I
John Chamberlain
encourage
is a
you to
wealth
go
of
do that.
knowledge. Yeah, I have 2 computers that I was like, what do you do?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great news.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And of course, while I was out, I did a little exercise, but that exercise was toppled over by going to Scoop's Ice Cream and getting a pothole cone.
So jealous.
So, but you were up and down.
You want me to
79
cry.
for another reason today.
I know. So
Do you
know,
want to talk about it?
I mean, I told you I don't know if I want to talk about it, but you led me into it, so I guess I will. My youngest is looking at colleges, and I don't even know how this is a thing, and I don't know how I stop her
she's
from
7.
doing it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I just,
She said no.
It's just, I know. No, I don't know. It's the craziest thing, the third one. And I said, what am I going to do when you leave? And she said, well, Roman's back home. And I said, that's not the same. He's 23 and he's going to go fly the coop anyway.
Yeah.
But she's like the one that helps me do things. The boys do nothing. So she was always that person that was there. And I want her to experience it all, but it's sad. But we went to Slippery Rock. I've never been there. I mean, I've been there for other things. I've never been there on a college tour with my other children. And phenomenal place. Anyone who has either graduated from there or is thinking about going there, we've visited dozens of schools with the other boys and again, never saw it and was just completely blown away. It was fantastic. And I made sure, I wanted to tell you this, made it there in 53 minutes. I live in Ross Township, made it there in 53 minutes. And I was like, that feels lame. 47 and a half on my way home.
I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
so
Addie was
proud.
like, Mom, you are going 91. I said, it's okay.
You're like,
It's
John
fine.
does it
I said,
every
John,
time in the
right.
school zone.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. I knew that I had to get home for this graduation party anyway, so it was perfect.
Yeah.
But it was fantastic, and I'm just entering. What are you going to do? I can't keep her back.
That is the one thing that's not in my life anymore right now is graduation parties. I'm completely void of graduation parties for now.
And kind of weddings it was for a while.
And things like that. It's just like they're all gone.
They all come back in like weird waves.
But I'm going to start going to all the crappy grade school shows.
Yes, and I don't miss that at all. Yeah.
We my country is. That
oh,
kind
wow,
of thing.
that's a great song.
Yes, but they don't know how to sing it well in first grade.
Do they use recorders? North Hills uses recorders, and you have to hot cross buns, hot cross buns. See, yeah. And then I'm like, it's Three Blind Mice, and then that's a whole thing because it's not. And they say
then
no,
you
it's
have
hot
to go.
cross
Oh my
buns.
God, you guys were so good.
I know. My husband would be like, you cannot practice when I'm home. No, it's always.
No,
he's
I mean,
like, I
at the
can't.
show when they come off after the show, you have to say, "Oh my God, honey, that was so good."
No, I would just say, The performance is over. But then, yes, as they got older, you felt like you had to kind of encourage them. You know, I'm proud of you for doing it. But you're required.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So,
yeah.
you know, if they weren't required, it would be a little bit worse. But yeah. So, yes, it was a very good time, very good bonding time with her. And, you know, not to bring anybody down, but I lost my mother in December. So I look for these little, like, you know, findings of her. One, there were daisies all over the place. So my daughter was my mom's flowers. So my daughter was so excited. And then we go into the main dining hall, and I turned to my daughter very dramatically, and I was like, don't even look to the left. You know, she's like, oh, God, why? Because I've already created a scene, and she was annoyed with me about something else. And I said, it says Nona's Kitchen. And we both just like stood there like two weirdos crying and looking at this thing that said Nona's Kitchen. But it was, I mean, how crazy is that? What a great sign. So I was like, this could be a sign. So we'll see if it ends up.
Wait, you said though on
All right, so we have a couple minutes.
You said you wanted to tell a story
So
on
I was talking to John. I called John on my way to say like, oh, I'm not, you don't have to pick me up. I'm driving from the graduation party to the studio. He's like, okay. And he was like, well, how was it? So I gave him the basics, but okay, my children are 23, 19, and 17. And they are like, you truly have become the Progressive Commercial. Like, it's not even a joke anymore. You now are that parent. You're the person that we go, ooh, what did she do? Okay. So this is so funny. My daughter wants to go into early education. So these two guides, they were exceptionally helpful at Slippery Rock. They came in and the doctor of the department was speaking about like, you know, all the necessary things. And she said, we're going to split you guys in half, but wow, you're a big group. So we're going to try something to see how to split you in half, right? And so I was like, oh, God, like I was so annoyed because I had it in my head how it should be. And so she said, so the girl goes, how many of you, so excited, how many of you are secondary education majors? And so I was in the front row, so I couldn't tell. Clearly not many, because she was like, oh, that's not going to work. And she's like, how many of you want a dual major in whatever? And she's like, oh, that's not going to. I was like, A to L. A to L. Just ask A to L. And Addie turns and goes, sit on your hands. Just stop talking. No one's asking you. But she goes, Mom, you started to cough it. You started A through L because I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, just do A through L. Will somebody else see that this is how it should go down? And the doctor was not letting it happen. She was like, let these girls figure it out. Crazy. Second time, we go see the dorms. They take us to the dorms because they show you the beautiful dorms that are much more expensive. And then they're like, but if you losers want to stick around at the end of the tour until 1:30, then you see the place where it's not. But they're great. They're lovely. Even the like runners up are really good dorms. I'm like, these aren't bad. She's like, no, they're good. Well, then I venture out. There were about 22 of us. I venture out by myself and I want to see the bathroom. So I go in the bathroom. 4 moms follow me. We end up in the bathroom and here come... I said, oh, come on in. And it's the tour guide. She said, Rachel, I asked if you would all just stay contained and I would lead us into the bathroom so that I could knock on the door to see if anybody was in there. I said, it's fine. I said, nobody's even in here. She said, well, now they're not, but you didn't go by the rules.
I can't wait.
Addie was like, oh my God, why are you this person? I cannot wait
until we run a red light and you go, I like to follow rules. You don't. You only follow rules.
It was just so funny. I was like, and she could not wait to tell everybody all about it. So my whole family was anxious to hear the stories at the graduation party. But my stories pale in comparison to what we're about to chat about.
Yeah, we're about to talk about something called Yin's Gone Wild. It's a video series coming
and there's
up
no
here.
Flashing.
And you didn't, right?
Yeah.
Right. And I
don't know. Ellen is in the group.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. It might get a little rowdy here, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So it might get wild. But we're going to talk to them. They're the winners, but don't worry, you didn't miss anything. You'll be able to watch it all. Eventually, we're going to talk about that next. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
When you need to talk, we're here for you. Always have been. News Radio KDKA.
Here's a World Soccer Championship recap.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's and by the first ever Infinity QX65. The defense of the U.S. men's team was in question before the start of the group stage, but the offense answered. Scoring in the 7th minute, followed by 3 more to beat Paraguay 4-1. That secures 3 points to start the group stage of the tournament. Next up for the U.S., the Socceroos of Australia on Friday the 19th. With your match day recap, I'm Fernando Carlos.
30 time would have been 30, no, would have been 30, being 30, been 29. If that'll help, been 29,000.
Get ready to bid on the equipment you need in the Ritchie Brothers Northeast Regional Auction on June 23rd. Inventory is housed at locations in Pittsburgh, North Franklin, and Northeast Maryland with in-person inspections available. Bid on a wide selection of construction and transportation equipment. Don't miss this great opportunity. Visit rbauction.com/Pittsburgh to sign up. Again, That's rbauction.com/Pittsburgh.
The Pittsburgh Speaker Series at Heinz Hall, presented by University of Pittsburgh, announces its 26-27 season. 7 evenings to deepen your understanding of the world around you, featuring Anderson Cooper, former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, financial journalist Andrew Ross Sorkin, former NASA Administrator Charles Bolden, and the former U.S. Ambassador to China Nicholas Burns. The series is sponsored by News Radio KDKA and the Spanos Group of Raymond James. Tickets on sale now at pittsburghspeakers.org.
When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one,
When Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds, and you're overweight. Winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you, with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-777-1979, 800-777-1979, or biglou.com.
Don't delay in getting that plumbing repair done. Call Palucci Plumbing today for all of your plumbing needs. From trenchless sewer repair and waterline repairs and replacement, hot water tanks, sewer camera inspections, to Pittsburgh potty repairs, no job is too small for Palucci Plumbing. Owners Amy and Nick Palucci have been in business for 26 years, so give them a call for your next plumbing repair or replacement. Palucci Plumbing, 412-782-5050. That's 412-782-5050.
If you own a small business, the pressure never lets up. Something's always coming at you. That's why business owners turn to LendSeek for funding.
I don't need promises. I need options. LendSeek's AI platform showed me real funding choices. Now I can cover payroll, handle taxes, and go after growth opportunities without the daily stress.
Up to $5 million with funding in as fast as 24 hours. No upfront costs. No prepayment penalties. Start ready, stay ready. LendSeek.com. LENDSEEK.com.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at KennyRoss.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
It's Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Go ahead,
Mike, are you ready? Everybody dance now.
There you go. The whole room's going.
Yes, you need to watch this.
Mike's going to put the wide-angle zoom on, or camera on. You can see us on the KDKA Radio YouTube channel, thanks to Metropolitan Windows. You can see we have a whole room full here.
But not just any room full of people.
Right.
How do Yinsfluencers, not
Yes,
Yinfluencers.
I like that, right?
Yinsfluencers, made up of, John, you introduce.
All right, Sirenny Wellsby, Ellen Coatzen, and Chris Guy.
Easy names.
All of them were part of something called Yin's Gone Wild, and we're just going to say this. They're the winners. So, yeah, come on, let's hear it. Yeah, come on, let's hear it. And
John, what did they win? What is Ellen holding up?
Ellen is holding up a wooden-based trophy that says Yin's Gone Wild, and there's a glass glass bottle of ketchup on it with some frilly black and gold kind of things on the top of it, Liz.
Well, not just any. Yeah, not just any.
Yeah.
Heinz ketchup.
Yes, right.
Classic.
Well,
yes.
guys, John can't even say the word ketchup.
I know.
I know.
We have phobia.
The fact that he did it was a lot.
Yeah.
But we
yeah, right. If the room starts
and
to
the
get
vomiting
filled with
ensues.
the aroma, y'all have to
So
leave.
we've heard all about this for quite some time, and we were like so enthralled by what is this? So you're all wearing your Yin's Gone Wild t-shirts. Who wants to start by telling us what it was, what happened? John said, "Are you the captain?"
Well,
and you
not
said yes,
officially. I said
self-nominated.
not officially,
Okay.
but if there was a captain, I think my teammates would agree.
She did come up with the name Yinsfluencers, so I'll give her
Okay. All right.
Okay.
There you go.
Yin's
So Yinsfluencers was your team name. It was this. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I just threw it out there, and it was kind of a last minute.
And what were the losers' names, just for credit?
Oh wow,
here?
do we say losers?
You know, we don't even really talk about them.
Oh, okay,
About
gotcha.
them.
I'd rather not.
Honestly, I
They're
don't
not even worth
remember.
your time.
I don't
yeah.
remember.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So tell us about Yin's Gone Wild.
Yin's Gone Wild is a documentary about Pittsburgh, shot and played by kind of like a scavenger hunt.
Okay.
Like an
Love
amazing
it.
race through Pittsburgh.
Sure.
Telling stories and meeting people in town by content creators like Chris, Ellen, and myself.
Okay. All right. So content creators are all very different. So Sirenny, how do you do content creation? Is it all just social media? How do you do that?
I do a wide variety. Recently,
Okay.
I just produced my first vertical soap opera. So those little micro mini dramas
Sure.
that you see on TikTok.
Okay.
That's my latest project.
Okay. All right. And Chris Guy, tell us a little bit about your background as far as
Sure.
being a Yin's
Yeah,
influencer.
I mean, I don't really consider myself too much of a content creator. I did just start a page called Pittsburgh Sign Guy.
Okay.
For the last about 7 years, I've been holding up a positivity sign of some sorts. The current one that I hold says, "This world is much better with you in it."
Okay.
So I like to stand in different boroughs throughout the city. I've done it in different cities throughout Pennsylvania. But yeah, just in the last 2 months, I've really been just finding a place to share pictures and for people to follow my travels.
So people come up and take selfies with you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
John,
Okay.
we were
Share
talking
their
before they
stories.
came on about the person who called the other night and was angry about our positivity. So Chris is going to have to come on with us every night and just hold a
Yeah.
sign whenever people call in. Just
Right.
check it out. Be
Right.
kind.
Yeah.
Count me in.
There you go.
Absolutely.
I love it. And
Yeah.
I love any reason to be positive is a good reason to be around, right?
Yeah, there's so much negativity in the world nowadays. So,
Yeah.
it's just something that people can look forward to whenever they see me. If they do see me, I travel around to many different boroughs. So, yeah.
Do you have a favorite yet?
I don't. I mean, there's so many different kinds of Yinzers.
Yeah.
Regardless of where you travel throughout the city, and it's everyone is so positive.
What's a place that you didn't know existed?
You know what? In traveling through the Strip District, there are a lot of different alleys and little niches that I had no
Sure.
idea were around there.
Okay.
And now, you know what? Some of my best, where I would recommend somebody to go.
Yeah,
He
favorite
does his
places.
best work in alleys.
Yeah, right. I didn't know where that was going,
Yeah.
Sarah. Yeah, okay.
No.
That is your next soap opera.
I guess I should say there are a lot of hole-in-the-wall type establishments and little niche communities that I had never heard of.
Yeah.
That now I
That's very
love,
cool.
love
Yeah,
to
and you can pass the word
get down to.
along. That's the best part.
That's right.
And
Exactly.
this person needs no introduction. I mean, I feel like she should have the red coat on for KDKA.
Chris does the alleys. Ellen does the hills.
Oh, wow. I was going nice.
Ellen,
Wait a second.
Chris
That's
does
pretty
Here, hold on. Just no judgment.
Wait.
Chris does the alleys, and Ellen does the hills, right?
do the hills.
I know, but I had such a nice little intro planned, and you were like, boom! You went in with the hills.
Yeah, that was good.
Sorry.
Was
All right.
it?
Go ahead, Ellen.
Hey, Ellen. Pittsburgh Hills. Pittsburgh
Hey,
Hills.
guys.
We've had you on a bunch of times to talk about all of the amazing things that you've done. We've done a lot of things with you as well. We love your segments anytime you're exploring hills, but you're doing even more than that. You're interviewing people. You want to know about neighborhoods as well. You're getting Nebby, just like all the other content creators, to find these great places. So how was this experience for you?
This was great because it's kind of like what I do anyway, as far as like connecting with people. scavenger hunt, we just like went everywhere, and it was so exciting because I knew some of the places, and I'm like, oh my God, let's go. Or we ended up meeting with people that we knew or seen before.
Sure.
So that was really great.
Yeah. We only have about another minute because I want to get into the crux of, we don't even have a minute. We want to get into the crux of what was the scavenger hunt? How did you find out? What items did you have to get? Oh my gosh, there's an entire document full of things.
Yes.
So you all have to explain it. So you're all sticking around the rest of the hour so people can learn more about Yin's Gone Wild. John, Yin's Gone Wild? You ready? I'm ready.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WEB-NOW1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Let's play a game. The rewards are high if played right. In the game, you can receive an education, choose a career, buy property, get married, and so much more. Success in the game doesn't rely on luck, chance, or even strategy. To win, you must know the rules. The Constitution is the rulebook for our game. It tells the players, you, me, the government, what's fair, what's foul, and who makes the calls. Learn the Constitution. Use it, defend it, and win, because if you don't know the rules, you can't win the game.
Freedom. It's an American thing. From AmericanThing.org.
For generations, you've listened to us in your kitchen, catching baseball games on your front porch, and ending your day as your bedtime buddy. Now, you can watch us every day on your TV with our new KDKA Radio YouTube page or by clicking on KDKARadio.com. It's presented by Metropolitan Windows. Same great content, more live visuals. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. The U.S. and Iran appear ready to sign a deal to end the war. Pakistan's prime minister says a memorandum of understanding between the U.S. and Iran is expected to be finalized as soon as tomorrow. ABC's Selena Wang.
Trump says Iran will promise never to build or obtain a nuclear weapon, but that promise is not new. In fact, it was in the very first paragraph of the nuclear deal negotiated under President Obama, a deal that Trump tore up and still repeatedly criticizes to this day.
The Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act expired at midnight. FISA was passed after 9/11 to help the government keep track of foreign threats. Democrats refused to extend the law after President Trump named a loyalist with no intelligence experience as acting director of national intelligence. The Trump administration says the president's name has been removed from the facade of the Kennedy Center in Washington as ordered by a federal judge who ruled that only Congress has the authority to change the name. This is ABC News.
Tune in this Sunday morning at 8 for the Coons Cooking Hour with Rob Pratt and the Coons Market Team when they discuss marinated meats and veggie recipes. It's the Coons Cooking Hour, presented by Coons Market, your hometown Pittsburgh grocer.
You can never have too many tools. Shop DeWalt deals at Lowe's. Get a free Select DeWalt 20-volt max power tool when you buy a Select 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery kit. Plus, get a free additional DeWalt 20-volt max 8-amp-hour battery when you buy a DeWalt 10-inch 20-volt max dual-bevel compounded miter saw. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 6/24 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois.
When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one,
when Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
Go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
Toten's Diner in Wexford is open 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. If you want a great breakfast with big portions, this is your place for sure. With a friendly staff and Jim and Joanne Toten running the show, you feel like you're at home. Stop into Toten's Diner and see for yourself.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Patchy clouds tonight, the low 63. Tomorrow, a couple of thunderstorms in the afternoon could bring damaging wind gusts and flooding downpours, high 76. Less humid with clouds and sun on Monday. For AccuWeather, I'm Kerry Schwindenhammer, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us Monday on the Big K Morning Show, 5:30 until 10. The world awaits for a peace deal. We'll have an update, plus our weekly visit with Lenny McAllister.
Let's return to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Another good song.
Right.
I didn't sing. Mike gets upset.
That's okay. He'll get through it.
He'll get through it.
He likes when you're here. You know what I mean?
I hope.
Whether he likes the music or not, he likes
He's
when
sort
you're
of
here.
smiling.
Yes.
He's just glad that we're not singing and talking to him because we have a room full of people. So if you weren't listening, Yin's Gone Wild has taken over the studio at KDKA,
Let's hear
and we
it. Did
love
you
it.
take it over?
We're here, baby.
We
Took
are.
it.
Oh my God,
So
they're
weak
lame.
and
What the
boring.
heck? Is
And
it
we're
They're
not
Sunday
a
dating.
morning?
group of boring,
There
weak
you go.
people.
For God's sakes.
Yes.
So they were telling us the story about how they were the winning team, which was appropriately called
The
Sirenny.
influencers.
Yeah, the influencers. Come on. And we don't even know the names of the other teams because
Losers.
they won. Yes. And so
Yes,
it was
losers.
a scavenger hunt through Pittsburgh that started where? Who wants to take this story?
Oh, I would love to take
Big surprise.
this.
Ellen's going to take the story. Go, Ellen.
Because the list that we got. Okay, how many are on that list? We got
There
this
are
big-
32 tasks and 32 bonus tasks.
Okay, so we have this.
Well, wait. When did you receive it? When you arrived?
So when we went to Eaton Park, who
Yeah.
was a wonderful sponsor
Mhm.
of this, we got the lowdown. Like, they told us the rules and stuff, and then suddenly we got this packet, and we're like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Yes, let's go!" And then we like rip it open. I'm like, "Okay." So we look
We
at
didn't
it.
even know our teams before we got to.
That's true.
Eaton Park.
So as we got to Eaton Park, there were pictures to
Okay.
show who was sitting with who, and then we are all like, "Yeah!" So
Did everyone do that noise?
I did. For
Yeah,
sure.
okay.
Yeah, I was
Okay, I just wanted to be
on my
sure.
team.
So as far as like where did it start, we kind of figured that out by looking through everything and then mapping it out. Kind of, we drew a map. Is it on this or is it on?
I think on one of these pages.
Yeah,
I
so
have
we
a-
mapped.
Do you think that's what helped you win? Because you took the time earlier on?
But it
Yeah,
was
yeah.
not.
Yeah,
it
just
was
some-
not in order. What
Okay.
we did.
notes,
So let's go back. So what date are you at Eaton Park?
May 16th.
May 16th. All right. So you guys there are two teams that gather there. Enough people for two teams gather there.
Yeah.
You eat breakfast and then you go out. You get split into teams.
Yes.
And then a camera and audio crew follow you.
Yeah.
All right. So but you guys, what did you do? Go to the parking lot and make a plan? Did you stay in Eaton Park and have a cookie?
We were eating our breakfast.
Yeah,
Okay.
so basically how it was presented to us is here are your teams, here are the rules, and here are the tasks.
Okay.
Also, here is breakfast. You're allowed to leave whenever you'd like. Help yourself to breakfast and leave whenever you want.
And do you have to be done by a certain time?
There
7:30.
was
At the
yeah,
night.
There was
Yeah,
Okay.
Start out
a
7:30.
nighttime.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Absolutely.
And so was it the first person to be done or the first person to have collected it all by 7:30?
Person with the team with the most points.
Or team?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And-
Okay.
and we really
points were identified how?
They're on the sheet there.
Oh,
Yeah,
so the
so-
items
Okay.
had.
There were some tasks that were worth, let's say, 10 points. There
Okay.
were other harder tasks to complete that were, let's say 30 points.
Okay.
With an additional
Give us an
bonus of
example,
30
Chris.
Points. Yeah, I'll read number one off the list. The first task was visit a theater in Pittsburgh's cultural district, take a selfie with the playbill.
Okay.
That was 30 points. And for an additional bonus 30 points, get a backstage tour of one of the theaters.
Oh.
Did you get that?
So we were able to go down to the cultural district, and at that time, either the theaters were closed or they were actually showing a show
Something.
at that time.
Okay.
So we were able to, after probably 4 or 5 different theaters.
We got into the O'Reilly.
Yeah, exactly.
And they were showing Hedwig and the Angry Inch.
Yeah. Yep.
So we couldn't get a tour because the play was about to start.
We did get a playbill though, so.
Okay,
we
so
did
30 points.
solidify-
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So what was the strategy? Go through it, figure out, like you said, map it out as far as these are the most points, so let's get these done first.
Good
Kind of
strategy.
like we
Yep.
started off at the Color Park, I believe, right?
Southside.
We did.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and that was like already within the packet. And I was like, well, let's see. What else do we have to do? So, yeah, geographically, we kind of went down and then we went to the bathhouse,
Yep.
which just
Okay.
opened
The Oliver
again, the
Bathhouse.
Oliver Bathhouse. And
I've never been there.
yeah.
I've neither.
Yeah.
But then there were like things that would like stop us in our tracks. Like
Okay.
things would be closed or like we'd be like, darn, like, what do we do? Oh my God. Did we just waste our time? And,
Yeah.
but some
Did you
things.
pack a cooler?
No, but we had a van with us all day that had like snacks and water and ibuprofen for us over 30.
Yeah. That's what I was going to ask you. Are you driving yourself or do you have a driver?
There was a driver.
Okay, and you're like, head this way.
Yeah, we did, but we stayed on foot for most of it. I'd say we were on foot for like 90%
Yeah,
of it.
we crossed bridges.
Which was
we
one
used
point.
public transportation.
Okay.
All right.
We ran at times.
We talked to so many people.
Yeah.
We talked to every person basically that we could.
Some people knew us, so that was fun.
Were you allowed to identify yourself that you're making a movie kind of thing, or did you have to keep
the camera
that?
crew gave it away.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know if they were like hidden somewhere, and you had to. Okay, yeah, all right. I got
Okay,
you.
so give another example because I love that like behind the stage thing that didn't work. What's something that did work?
With me. Let's see.
Oh, tell us about Randyland.
Yeah, one of the tasks was to go and visit Randyland, and for an extra 30 or 60 points, get an interview with Randy.
Oh God!
When I worked
And they
at
were
the
like, but
Pittsburgh
limited
Current.
time because he will talk.
Oh, and boy, did he!
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we were able to get an interview with him, and he went on, and we were like, wrap it up. But
Yeah, you're like, we only have till 7:30.
You're like, until 7:30, Randy. Yeah.
But that was another
That
one.
was great. That worked out really well.
Yes.
Okay.
Find a terrible towel in the wild, and there was a Buccos game happening, so it was really difficult. But we found 2 ladies who had them, using them as like T-shirts. Or
Yeah, and then we had like somebody do.
Did they take them off?
No.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Got it.
The
Okay.
T-shirts were kind of confusing, but
Okay.
Got
Like
it.
do hopscotch with a total stranger and on a bridge.
Yeah, we
it
had
was
to,
on a
We had
bridge.
to cross a bridge on foot.
We did
and
it at the
then
point.
as the bonus.
That little
Oh, yeah,
bridge
yeah.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, play hopscotch. So some of them were, the list of tasks that we were given were in no order whatsoever geographically. So when we were initially introduced as a team, we sat down immediately before we even had a bite to eat, and we're like, okay, let's figure out what's geographically similar so we don't have to backtrack all day and waste a ton of time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that really
And that
did it.
helped.
That definitely helped. Big
What
time.
didn't you get to? That was there something that you didn't get to that you really wanted to get to once you saw it?
There was
Okay.
one that we had in the back of our mind all day because we had to keep our eyes out for it. I'm just going to read it verbatim. Take a team selfie with someone wearing gear from the Steelers, Pirates, and Penguins at the same time.
Oh, geez.
So we had to
that's
find
tough.
someone that has
Yeah.
all 3 teams worth of merch on the same day.
when you first read it, you're like, easy. We're in Pittsburgh. That's going to
Yeah.
be the easiest one.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
The tailgate.
I think we saw one with 2.
We did see somebody with 2, but not 3. I
Yeah.
thought when we walked through a couple tailgates, I'm like, this is it. We're going to find
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we went to a tailgate. That was
rowdy.
Did you
That was
guys
rowdy,
ever
but it was
argue? Were you a good team, or was there ever?
No, we
were a great
did
team.
well
But-
together.
And then what was
definitely.
like? Did you each have a certain strength to say, "Wait, I see this one. I know somebody, or I know a guy, or I know a girl." Did you kind of go through the list that way as well, as geographically?
Well, Sarah and I both knew somebody. So,
Okay.
like, I got an interview with Sam from Woolies.
Okay.
So, like, interview somebody who's been working in the strip for 40 years or more or something like that.
Okay.
Whatever it was. So I was like, yes. And I'm like, Mark, what was the name of him? And then Mark's texting me and I'm like, okay. So then I called them up and I'm like, can we come interview you? And it worked out.
It was
So,
wonderful.
Yeah.
They were so receptive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
The big thing is,
wait, you were allowed to phone a friend then, obviously.
Yes.
You were
Yeah.
allowed
Do
to kind of
whatever you
use
could
other
do, yeah.
resources.
Okay.
It worked out.
So
yeah.
could you have purchased the merch and had people wear the T-shirts?
We did think about that. We
Now
were
we're
working-
saying yes.
Didn't think
Oh my God, I need to be on a
Rachel
team.
needs to be on a team next time.
The competitive nature.
Yeah, we
I
were working.
know.
We were walking
I
down
know.
between Acrisure Stadium or Heinz Field, as
Yeah.
many of us.
Oh, Rally House is right there. We can
Yeah,
just spot
so
everything.
exactly. We were walking past Rally House, and we did have that thought, like, can it be one of us? But I guess it was
Yeah.
deemed.
Yeah.
It didn't
I guess
say
it
that.
It was
was.
someone else.
Now wait,
but-
you guys are going to stay here for another segment because we have to talk about our
What
answer
happens next,
questions
yeah.
and what happens next. Where okay, everybody watch this and all that. So you're going to hang around one more segment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Are
If
we
you'll have
rowdy?
us.
Are we,
Yeah.
There you go. Finally, they woke up.
Woo,
It's
yes,
John and
done
Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
When you need to know, depend on the news leader. At home, in your car, or at work. The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM, AM 1020, and KDKARadio.com.
Vacation costs add up fast. The rental, the gas, the groceries. What about the stuff you actually want to spend money on? So before you book through a third-party site, visit SWAC Vacations directly. When you book direct, you skip the platform fees and keep more money in your vacation budget. Explore family-friendly vacation rentals at beaches, lakes, and mountains you love. Visit swacvacations.com, SWACK Vacations. Less wasted on fees, more saved for memories.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Ms. Fernandez, what are those tiny things?
Those are what we call amoebas. You can only see them through a microscope.
Wow.
Today's students are tomorrow's great thinkers and innovators. But right now, there's a funding crisis in public schools. Millions of kids go to schools that don't have funding for books, computers, and so much more just because of where they live. You can help change that. Donors Choose is a nonprofit that lets you support students and teachers in your community and beyond. You choose which supplies to support. You could provide first graders with pencils and paper, or other students with their first chapter books, help a music class get a guitar.
You could even supply a classroom like mine with a science project. But what you're really giving is the moment that sparks a brighter tomorrow.
To learn more, please visit DonorsChoose.org. That's DonorsChoose.org. Choose students. Shape the future.
The Big K Morning Show with Larry Richards.
Hall of Fame broadcaster Bill Hillgrove, we need to get you as the cover boy for an effort to reignite the regatta. You could do this by barefoot skiing coming down the Ohio River towards the point.
I swam in the Allegheny, and that was enough of that. Now, water skiing, you stay out of the water if you're good.
Weekday mornings 5:30 to 10 on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Take a break and come out with us tonight.
Not tonight, man.
Come on. You deserve a night out. You're going to miss out.
Miss out on what?
While you stayed home, they won big. They celebrated. They got the suite, stayed up all night, and made memories. And you weren't there. Some nights are too good to sit out. Rivers Casino. Don't miss the moment.
Hi, I'm Peter Sagal. When we were growing up, my 2 brothers and I just loved our Uncle Ted. He was like a really cool big brother who always brought around the best toys and took us to the best places and with whom we always had the most fun. It was odd, though, when we got older, to realize he wasn't nearly as outgoing and adventurous with other adults. I found out much later that this might have had something to do with the ostomy bag he wore ever since he was diagnosed with Crohn's disease as a teenager and had part of his lower intestine removed. Theodor Skolnick, my Uncle Ted, died last year at the age of 80, never having once mentioned his illness to me or my brothers. He left a large bequest to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation to help fund better treatments for these diseases and also to help other people, old and young, seek and get help for the situation that he was never able to talk about. Don't feel you need to hide your Crohn's or colitis. Go to spillyourguts.org to learn more about the treatments available and even find a specialist. That's spillyourguts.org.
SchultzFord.com, 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 SchultzFord.com.
Back to Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
We have to jump right into this story because they have me. It's like a cliffhanger.
Right.
Okay, so you got the most points, but what happens? You do your deeds, And where do you have to end at 7:30?
The incline.
Oh.
Which one?
Which one? Yeah.
The Monongahela incline.
Did you know?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah, we knew.
Okay.
And then we got stuck on it. And we didn't just get stuck on it. We got stuck on it with somebody who actually joined our team. One of the tasks was get somebody to join your team.
Oh, my
That's
God.
hysterical.
And we got someone to join our team. And
That's the best.
And then the last thing we had to do was ride the Monongahela up, and then Ellen tell them what happened.
Oh, boy.
Oh, so we were waiting for like 20, 30
Forever.
minutes until...
I would have freaked out.
So then we're like, forget it. So we just start leaving. And then then it starts going. We're out, and then they're sticking their hand out of the hole of the incline, waving to us, and we're like, "Are you serious?"
The guy we were stuck on there with was like,
Oh my God.
Oh, my
I felt so
gosh.
defeated.
All right.
So you got there on time, and were you immediately awarded the fact that you were the winners? No. What happened?
No. Then we had to go back to home base and sit and wait and
Yeah,
wait.
they had to tally everything.
Meaning
up.
Eaton Park.
Oh.
No.
Steve's house.
Oh, okay. All right.
And that would be 761.
Yeah, right. Big
Roots
party
Drive.
there.
Yeah.
Big party there.
No,
Yeah.
we had a pretty big production crew. So everybody at the beginning of the day all met and parked our cars and whatnot at, at the home base.
Oh, sweet.
Gotcha.
So that's where we met at the end of the day, just to wrap things
Okay.
up and announce the winners.
There you go. All right.
Was
so
it a
is-
landslide?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah,
it.
yeah, of course.
Of
All
course.
right, so it is
Had to
called
be.
Yin's Gone Wild, and the thing is, you missed the game to play it, but you didn't miss watching it because Steve's here. Steve, you guys put this together. Tell us a little bit about what. Oh, no, we're not allowed to let you do that unless you guys answer.
That was
our
so
answer
suspenseful,
questions,
John.
right?
That was
Dun,
dun, dun. Yeah.
All right, so you
Okay.
want to go first, Rach? You got a question?
Well, let's let them decide because there's 3
Okay.
questions. You saw them, so you can tell me who. Ellen, you've answered them
We
before.
saw them.
You should have seen them. Maybe not. Well, they're easy.
Okay.
So you guys can tell me which one of you wants to answer what. The first thing is, tell me a neighborhood something about a neighborhood that would make us say, no way. And let's leave dark alleys and holes out
it.
Yeah,
of that
understood.
equation,
So who wants
Chris.
to answer
yeah.
that question?
Anybody have
Maybe
a
not
unique
me.
neighborhood
You should
story
have a
that
lot
would make
after
us
what
say,
you just been through.
yeah, and it would
Yeah.
make us say, nuh-uh.
And then we'll
Anything?
go,
Wait, from this experience?
No, just in general.
Has nothing to do with the experience.
Neighborhood.
Just a Yinzer
Something cool
question.
about a neighborhood.
Chicken Hill.
Oh,
what?
yes, I do know it.
What's
Yes,
Chicken Hill?
The
I don't know
Battle
it.
of Chicken Hill, 1958. Yes, there was a bank robbery
Yes.
in Hayes. The bank got robbed. The 2 people escaped. Went all over Mount Lebanon, then up Green Tree Road, all that, then up Chicken Hill. They were like scaling the hill and stuff like that. Basically, Chicken Hill was very isolated neighborhood, and it's only like a couple of streets and stuff. Back in the 30s, they had no electric, no gas, and the dead had to be brought down in wheelbarrows.
Guys, I think Ellen was taking that question.
Right. Steve's like, hey,
There you go. Steve's like, so much for Alex.
Please give me time to talk. All right. So
I'm
who
sorry,
wants to
guys.
take next
No,
question?
that was
So-
awesome. I didn't know that story, so I'll say
but I
it's
do
nuh-uh.
close to
because
here.
they were from McKees
Yeah.
Rocks. All right, they're in West End. McKees Rocksers. We're over there.
How
yeah.
about that?
All right. So
Okay.
all right. So who wants to take what was something that we would have to take your Yinzer card for potentially? You know, you don't like the Steelers. You don't like Primanti's.
Mine is
What's that?
I don't like Primanti's.
Yeah.
I don't.
I have one.
Go ahead, Chris.
I hate to say it, but the smiley cookie is not for me.
Chris, they are your
Sorry.
sponsor, my friend.
Steve just passed out over here.
But do you the breakfast?
John, do you remember
liked the
whenever they
breakfast.
had this show that was really great, and then
Sponsored by this
No.
restaurant?
Yes.
Nothing against Eaton Park. I love them. We had a great breakfast. I bring
reeling
my
it in.
parents down here whenever they come
Hysterical.
to visit. It's just,
I'm with you.
There you
from
go.
a very young age. I just,
yeah, it's
I
just
don't
not
know,
your
the
jam.
cookies
I'm
not-
totally
Yeah.
teasing
I
you.
got
Yeah.
you.
Strawberry
got you.
pie. Did you like that?
Oh,
All right.
gosh, I'll take
Yeah,
a
I
full
love
pie.
the
All right, so
strawberry pie.
Serenity, what is something that's a destination procrastination? You just keep saying, everybody tells me they go there. I keep saying I'm going to go there, but I just haven't gotten
Have
there
never
yet.
been. Yeah. Just a place you've never been. Oh, the number one answer, interesting when we asked this, Randyland.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
That's out.
She knows Randy.
Is there any place that you can think of that you're like, I got to get there, but I've not been?
That museum that's in the north side.
Evolutions?
Yes, I haven't been there. Everyone says it's awesome, and I keep hearing about it every.
Okay. It's wonderful. It's another sponsor. They serve Eaton Park cookies there.
They do. And Permani sandwiches. Yeah. That is so funny.
So, Chris, Sirenny, Ellen, you guys did a great job describing this. And so, the guy who put it all together here, Steve, tell us where everybody can see this and when.
First off, I'd like to say I love Eaton Park cookies. You can find everything you want to find out about Yins Gone Wild at yinsgonewild.com. You can also follow us on all social handles at Yins Gone Wild. We'll be doing a docu-comedy proof of concept in the next couple months, and please follow us. We'll be doing updates, and we'll be updating stuff on the creators, but most importantly, I want to thank Chris, Sirenny, Ellen, and our other team, Dasher.
Yes, I was going to say, Steve, give credit to the other team. Yeah.
Dasher, Garrett, and Mariah, they were great. I do know their team name. We can't say it on the air, so we're just going to keep it at that.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
It was wonderful, and we appreciate you guys having us.
Oh my gosh, it's a joy. Yeah, and you have to keep us posted on how things are going. And like you said, follow along, support local. This is such an important thing. And these people are local people who wanted to make this work, and we certainly appreciate it. So thank you guys for what you do, and we can't wait to see it come out.
Will there be a number 2, Steve?
Possibly. You never know. I mean, right now with the amount of footage we have, I don't even know when number 1's coming.
Okay.
But we would love to do something again. But the most important thing is we want to highlight the city and show the soul of the city from the inside out.
There you go.
We love it. Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. Good.
Pleasure's ours.
Oh, thanks. It is John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Hi, Paul Alexander here to let you know that KDKA has planned a fabulous 5-day Arizona getaway this September, and it's filling up fast. My wife, Shelley, and I want you to join us for an unforgettable trip based in beautiful Flagstaff, a relaxed mountain town that makes the perfect home base. From there, we'll explore the incredible red rocks of Sedona, travel by rail to the breathtaking Grand Canyon, a bucket list spot that everyone needs to see at least once. And then we'll take in the stunning scenery around Lake Powell with its deep blue water and wide open views. It's the perfect mix of sightseeing, natural beauty, and plenty of time to just enjoy where we are. And September is truly the sweet spot. Comfortable weather, no summer crowds, and everything planned for you. No guessing, no stress. Just show up and enjoy Arizona. Space is limited. Seats are disappearing quickly. Visit travelwithkdk.com or call 800-383-3131. Again, travel with KDK.com or call 800-383-3131. Can't wait to see you there.
Why would a guy in financial services pick a fight with the financial industry? Because in many cases, the system they built works more for them than it does for you. Tune in for a new kind of retirement show with Greg Ayler. Now at a new time, Saturdays at 5 on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company. Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
From ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. The prospect of peace. Iran says a deal to end the war has, quote, never been closer. President Trump says it's scheduled to be signed as soon as tomorrow. A senior administration official telling us.
If Iran holds up their end of the bargain, they'll get relief from crushing economic pressure and reintegrate into the global economy. Trump says Iran will promise never to build or obtain a nuclear weapon, but that promise is not new. In fact, it was in the very first paragraph of the nuclear deal negotiated under President Obama, a deal that Trump tore up and still repeatedly criticizes to this day. Selena Wang, ABC News, the White House.
New York City is set to have a new top prosecutor. President Trump today announcing he plans to nominate former prosecutor and commodities regulator James McDonald to be the next United States attorney for the Southern District of New York. McDonald represented the president at his criminal appeal. In compliance with multiple rulings, a Trumpless Kennedy Center. ABC's Stephen Portnoy.
Administration officials have said in a court filing that the president's name has in fact been removed from the facade of the building. At 11 o'clock this morning, an hour before the latest deadline set by a federal judge here in Washington, the update came that behind that tarp that's now in front of the Kennedy Center, workers have taken down the president's name from all physical signage of the building and grounds.
A deadly tent collapse amid a round of severe weather in rural Virginia Friday evening. One person killed, 22 others hurt outside. East Lake Church in Bedford County, acting fire and rescue chief Abby Johnston telling ABC affiliate WSET.
The folks that observed it that were on scene indicated that when the high winds came through, very quickly the tent just catastrophically failed.
The large event was for a 20th anniversary at the church, capacity 1,500. Johnston says that the tent was properly secured. World Cup 2026 has arrived on the East Coast. Brazil and Morocco facing each other at MetLife Stadium. You're listening to ABC News.
Hot summer days and high energy bills are on the way. Upgrade your home's old leaky windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4 Get 4 free sale. Yes, half of your new beautiful energy efficient windows free. Plus no money down and no monthly payments or interest for 2 years. Call now 866-200-8670 or windownation.com. In select markets, trust our family of brands, New South Window and ArmorView. That's 866-200-8670 or windownation.com to book a consultation.
I've been telling you all about the Secret War on our cash and the free report you can receive a copy of by contacting Swiss America at 800-289-2646. I'd also like to encourage you to subscribe to their podcast on YouTube. Just search Swiss America Trading. The podcast can provide you a ton of vital information and financial news in the challenging and uncertain times we're in. Subscribe today. Learn more about BRICS, industry leaders, and their market predictions for the future, along with what you might expect to see in terms of precious metal performance in the weeks and months ahead. Message and data rates may apply.
Another shark attack in the waters off Australia, the fourth in a matter of weeks. A woman said to be in her 30s was seriously injured, sustaining bites to her left lower leg and her arms while swimming along the shores of Sydney on Coogee Beach today. Beachgoer Michelle Donahoe.
We're in the water here all the time. We train here. We swim out in that very spot pretty regularly. So, yeah, just in shock.
This is the fourth shark attack since May 16th in Australia. The other three attacks were fatal. Some popular prediction markets are suing to try to block a new tax. ABC's Brian Clark explains.
Kentucky implemented a 14.25% tax on prediction markets earlier this year. Now a group of those markets, including Kalshi and Polymarketers, suing, saying the tax is discriminatory and unconstitutional. The suit points out the rate is higher than the more than 9% tax on horse tracks, what it called Kentucky's favored incumbent industry. The Commonwealth's Attorney General said in a statement his office is the odds-on favorite to win.
All eyes on San Antonio for Game 5 of the NBA Finals.
While the Knicks said, yeah, we're up 3-1. We did get down by 29 points last game. We can't let that happen again. The Spurs also still feel confident because they have been leading in every game. If they can hold on to those leads, it could be a very interesting series. Of course, we have already seen these have been unbelievable games so far. There's no reason to believe Game 5 will be any different.
That's ABC's Trevor Ault. I'm Dave Packer, ABC News.
Tickets are on sale now for the upcoming season of the Pittsburgh Speakers Series at Heinz Hall, presented by University of Pittsburgh, with Anderson Cooper, former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, historian Anne Applebaum, financial journalist Andrew Ross Sorkin, former NASA Administrator Charles Bolden, and acclaimed war photographer Lindsay Addario. For information and tickets, go to pittsburghspeakers.org. Sponsored by News Radio KDKA and the Spanos Group of Raymond James.
Tickets for Kids will host the Dress Big Happy Hour on Wednesday, July 22nd from 4 to 7 p.m. in the Casamigos Club at PPG Paints Arena. Join sports celebrities and TFK's friends from the ticketing, nonprofit, corporate, and foundation communities for a silent auction, hors d'oeuvres, a cash bar, and the chance to play carnival games on the arena floor. For tickets, go to the events link at ticketsforkids.org.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Patchy clouds tonight, the low 63. Tomorrow, a couple of thunderstorms in the afternoon could bring damaging wind gusts and flooding downpours, high 76. Less humid with clouds and sun on Monday. For AccuWeather, I'm Kerry Schwindenhammer, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
It's Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right, so the Ins Gone Wild gang is gone, and they're going to have a little party, I think, and we're still here. And what we wanted to do is a little public service here. Because you're probably getting ready, looking at the gas prices, getting ready to say, well, where are we going to take the car? Or we had somebody over from Visit Erie the other night talking about how important Erie is, that they got the #1 beach in the country, according to USA Today.
Yeah.
We know a ton of Pittsburghers go to Myrtle Beach and all that kind of stuff, but how are you going to do that if you don't have your car ready? And,
Agreed.
You know, I am not a mechanic whatsoever. I mean, I know where the gas
And you come from a
goes.
mechanic's family.
I do, and I was such a disappointment to my grandfather. There's no question about it. But listen, we've got our friend Jerry on the line. Jerry, welcome to KDK. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. All right, so well, we appreciate you work out at our look. Both Rachel and I, you know, we drive Rory Condas, but we appreciate your service out there and all those kind of things. So, Jerry, we know that we have you in the middle of a birthday party. So, were you expecting us to sing "Happy Birthday" to you?
No.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jerry. Happy birthday to you.
You could see Jerry in his birthday Pirates hat on our Metropolitan Window YouTube channel here. And so, Jerry, we appreciate you taking time. You are literally in the middle of your birthday party. And, you know, people are doing more driving, less flying. And that always means that, listen, you know, when you know as little about cars as I do, all you know is the AAA number. That's it, right? What are some of the things that get overlooked? I mean, I know, you know, making sure the gas tank's full, making sure you go to the good gas, but start us out, like, before we even go, should we go see our local mechanic?
I would say, I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's something, if you don't feel confident in your abilities, definitely go see your local mechanic for sure.
Yeah.
But is there some kind of an audit or a checklist that you should say, if you are preparing to drive at a lengthy amount of driving, these are the things that you should look at? Or worse yet, if you're noticing that maybe that tire's a little bit low, let's get them checked, that kind of thing?
Absolutely, 100%. You want to make sure you got your tires properly inflated. And you can check that the pressures inside your driver's door jamb. There should be a card or a label inside of that door jamb for you to get the right pressures there in your tires for you. You want to make sure that they're not overinflated or underinflated.
And Jerry, tell me about that, because overinflated and underinflated.
I didn't even know you could over.
I mean, that alone, I know there's something about gas mileage, but if you're going to Myrtle Beach and back, if they're overinflated, underinflated, you're pretty much going to wear out the tire incorrectly, correct?
Absolutely, 100%. Yeah, you will definitely wear those tires out a lot sooner than what you should.
Okay.
And if we're sticking on the tire conversation, this is so funny. This actually came up not too long ago. Is there such a thing as a better tire than another? You know, like, I'm the cheap one, and I say to my husband, I saw tires for whatever, and he'll say, Rachel, do you really think that those will be good tires? Is it true that you have to buy a certain brand, just like anything else, that there are certain brands that are better than others?
Yeah, I mean, there are. I mean, Michelin's probably your better quality one, but you definitely want to read more into the tire. Check out the treadwear rating on it. Anything over like a 550, 600, you're going to be in good shape.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so then we go down. So we got the tires checked, and my grandfather always made everybody change their oil before they left for any vacation. I know that there's certain time elements of milestones when we should change the oil, but should we change the oil no matter what before we go on a long haul like that?
I would definitely do that if you haven't done it prior to it. I would do it. It's just one less thing to worry about.
And is that as a regular maintenance kind of thing, or specifically whenever you're going away?
No, regular maintenance. I mean, if you haven't done it in a little bit, I would definitely recommend doing it.
Okay.
Before going on vacation.
Most cars tell you when the oil needs to be changed, but if you're approaching that, should you just go and say, okay, and should I go get my oil changed? And that's actually a follow-up question to that is, I don't know that people can change their own oil anymore unless they're a Jerry, right? Because because it's complicated these days. Plus, you have to figure out how to dispose of the oil, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can definitely do it. I mean, obviously, we want you to come to our shop to get it done, but I mean, it's something that you could probably do yourself. I mean, it's not too crazy to do.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, oil. I mean, you want to make sure your lights are all functioning. You want to make sure you got wiper fluid in the car. Get the brakes checked. Make sure the brakes are in good shape before you want to do all those things before going on vacation.
Fair enough. And here is the dreaded question, because everyone is talking about gasoline. That's all we hear. Our gas prices are so high. We understand it. We're all going through it. We know that they are higher than usual. Does it make a difference if you go with the unleaded versus the regular? Am I saying it right?
Or the octane even, right?
Octane, yes.
Because I know,
high octane.
I mean, I go to the certain warehouse club and I get it, but they say that's a different grade fuel. Does it matter? And does it really matter if your car says high test, high performance engine? Do you need to put the high performance and high octane in?
I mean, if that's what's recommended for the vehicle, yes, I would not deviate from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to go what's definitely recommended for the vehicle.
Jerry, what's
100%.
Probably the biggest mistake that people make as far as general maintenance of a vehicle not even before they go on vacation, just, get lax, either, forget to, my oil gauge gets down to, or my gas gauge gets down to about where I need a gallon. And people have told me, like, never do that. Never. What's some of the things people take for granted that they should probably not take for granted? Oil, gas, tires?
Washer fluid, making sure all their lights are working, brake lights, headlights.
Yeah.
Wipers are working. Make sure you got some fresh wiper blades on. Don't want to smear up the windshield when you're going down the highway for sure. Like I said, brakes. Make sure the brakes are getting checked. But yeah, I mean, the tires are definitely the big one for sure. Okay. That and oil.
And if you need a guy, everybody has a guy, right? So if you need a guy, if you need somebody who is going to help you out, we highly suggest that you go to Rorick Honda, especially because the service department on West Liberty Avenue are our favorite people. I literally have my car there now. Ish. Yeah. But anyway, we appreciate. Right? I was just there. Yes. We appreciate you guys. You do such great work. Before we let you go, though, we have to ask you a Yinzer question. What would make us revoke your Yinzer card? Is there something about you that we need to revoke your Yinzer card because people would say that is not Pittsburgh enough?
Oh my gosh. Would Gold's ketchup?
Oh my gosh.
I got a couple. I'm an undercover Kansas City Chiefs fan too. Like,
I like it. Yeah. Okay.
But you're wearing a black and gold hat, so we got you there.
Yeah. We're not giving your address out, that's for sure. But right. Over after that comment, Jerry. Again, we appreciate all the folks at Rorick Honda and how they take care of our cars and people like you. I feel like we need a jingle. Your car needs a thing. Let's go see Jerry. Go see Jerry. Come on, Rach, sing in there.
I mean, that was really that was weak. No, Jerry, it was weak, and he needs a better jingle if he's going to come up with that.
But listen, we know we're taking you away from your birthday party. We want to let you get back to the cake and whatever else is out there. So thanks a bunch for joining us tonight. And again, go see Jerry.
Go see
Thank you.
Jerry.
There
see,
you go. Now you
I mean,
know.
but that's a totally different commercial.
Yeah.
Jerry, we appreciate you. It is John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM
Thank you,
1020 KDKA.
Thank you.
When the weather turns bad, turn to us for the best news, weather, and traffic information from the KDKA Radio Storm Center. Presented by Duquesne Light Company. Larger than light. Online and on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores.
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Here it comes! Surprise! The people above your catering business are doing major construction! And the drilling is only during business hours! It's so loud!
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting personalized discounts on a commercial auto quote with Progressive.
Also, that isn't powdered sugar on the floor, it's plaster from your ceiling!
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
A divorce is more than just legal paperwork. It's a life change. The stress, the uncertainty, the tough conversations. Cordell & Cordell understands what it's really like to face the unknown. The law firm of Cordell & Cordell has been representing clients during these transitions for over 35 years, helping you focus on what matters most. You don't have to go through it alone. If you or someone you know is facing a divorce or family law matter, visit CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one,
when Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
Go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
Retirement, it's almost here. Are you ready? Well, join Kurt Kanodik and Ethan Lane of Accurate Solutions Group for your retirement blueprint. Let Kurt and Ethan help you plan for your retirement dreams. Don't miss your retirement blueprint, Sundays at 10. Investment advisory services offered through ASG Investment Management, LLC.
I'm pediatric allergist Dr. Carla Davis. If your child has asthma, let's take a breath together and talk about it. Does your child need to use a quick relief inhaler or a breathing treatment more than twice a week to treat asthma? Has your child repeatedly awakened at night due to coughing, wheezing, or shortness of breath? Have you taken your child to the emergency room, urgent care, or hospital for asthma symptoms? Has your child missed school because of asthma? If you said yes to any of these questions, it's time to talk to an allergy and asthma specialist like me, who understands how difficult and frustrating it is to see your child struggle with asthma every single day. The good news is there are new ways and new medications to help you and your child take control of asthma and live an active life. If you feel your child's asthma is not under control, go to controlyourasthma.org.
As parents, we have a million things running through our minds. Playdates, checkups, groceries, laundry, diapers, work, carpool schedules, picture day, swim team, did we mention diapers, birthday parties, meal prep, lost permission slips, dentist appointments, and the dog that still needs to be walked. So it's easy to make a mistake. Oh, I forgot birthday candles. Sit tight, hon, I'll be right back. We say we'd never put our kids in danger by leaving them in the car alone. Oh, wait, since when are candles not on the baking aisle? But never happens. And temperatures as low as 60 degrees can be deadly for children left behind. So always bring them with you, and every time you park the car, stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Back to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I sometimes think that car tips are not my forte. How we work with different cars all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I had an engine completely blow up. When you said, should you be checking your own oil? You know, that happened to us. My husband did it, and they were like, no, we don't have record that you had oil changes because he did them.
Yeah.
But we literally had an engine blow up.
Yeah.
It is so important to service. And listen, my husband is doing our brakes right now, and I am so grateful.
Mm-hmm.
Because brakes are a fortune.
Yeah, I have no talent whatsoever.
Yeah.
As we alluded to earlier, you know, my grandfather was a mechanic, and I was an average flashlight holder, let alone a screw.
Oh my God.
A wrench handler. I mean, he would, you know, it was me that would be, he'd like go in there and start the car. So I'd sit in there while his head was underneath the hood, and I'd like to jerk around, so I'd beat the horn, and he'd go, you know, that kind of thing. And he was, much to his chagrin, I did not know anything, but I always remember going on vacation. He would say, bring that car over on Sunday for dinner, and we're going to go through all of it and check all the belts and, you know, whether they were dry, cracked, whatever. And, you know, cars are much more complicated now.
Yeah, for sure.
So now I don't feel so incompetent by handing it off to a Jerry just because.
Yeah.
You know, it is so technical. Well, I think, what did they say? There's like 91 different computers inside of your car right now.
I can't even imagine all the things.
Yeah.
Are you going anywhere that you need to worry about your vehicle? Is that what prompted this?
Yeah, no, I know that vacation is starting, and, you know, I'll probably make a run up to New York City at some point.
Have you decided when?
And I have not decided when, but, you know, those are the times when I say, okay, because if something does happen, and then I'm really kind of SOL, as my mother would say. But I will say this, in addition to the maintenance of your vehicle, the maintenance of your vehicle documentation is just as important, because as you might recall, I loaded up my car 6 years ago to take my son to New York City.
Mm-hmm.
There was barely enough room for air inside of the car.
Sure. We
go out through Monroeville. We get on the turnpike.
Mm-hmm.
We were on the turnpike maybe 10 minutes and got pulled over.
Woo. Yes.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And the guy said, where are you going? I said, what's wrong? He goes, well, I thought he was pulling us over because we couldn't see anything out of the windows or the mirrors. And he said, well, your license plate's expired. Your registration, you know, whatever that is, that tag on the back.
Right.
So, and then, you know, I don't have the current insurance card on me.
Right.
And so he literally stood on the side of the road while I went, updated my insurance, and then went over and updated my license plate.
You got a good one.
And then he said, because here's the deal now. Like, if I let you go, somebody else's license plate readers, you're going to get stopped all along. because the license plate readers of the vehicles now, they just read it and tell them whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
So the just as important as the oil and all that kind of stuff, windshield washer fluid, as Jerry was saying, the documents as well. And, I'm always lame on that.
Same. Well, remember the other day I said I had to get my license renewed. And I said, does this just mean the camera card?
Yeah.
But you can do it online because I was so confused on how I needed to do it. But you can renew online and then they send you the camera card.
Yeah.
And then you go to your Department of Motor Vehicles to actually get the photo, which is hysterical because, as you know, speaking of documents, my license... one of my biggest pet peeves is that I spell my name Rachael.
Mm-hmm.
And when people misspell it, I'm like, didn't pay attention to detail. There's an extra A there. And in my latter years, in the last couple years, it has really gotten to me that I have not changed that it's incorrectly spelled on my license. It's EL.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, whatever. When I went to renew this time, I looked to see, can I make this happen? There's nowhere to change it. It says you can change your address, but I guess because I've had it renewed 76 times and I've never said, by the way, that's not how you spell my name. So I'm sure I'm going to get pulled out of a line because, as you know, when I was going to Las Vegas, they pulled me out of a line because my passport says AEL, my license says EL, and I'm like,
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, yeah. How about that? And, if you recall, I went to your defense at the local bank and said, you have this lady's card wrong. And they're like, oh, my gosh.
You're like, spell her name right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And then they go, that's the way it's spelled on their license.
Right. But I'm telling you, unless I'm missing it, I don't know how to change it on my license because it literally, I went back on 2 different, I'm like, am I rushing through this? Am I speeding? No, I went back and the only thing you can do is change that or your organ donor.
Yeah.
How about my name?
Yeah. How about that? All right. Listen, we want to talk. You know what we're going to do? We are going to talk next about our guy, Doug Oster.
I was just going to say that.
Rachel is going to do a shopping trip with the Doug Oster. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Don't delay in getting that plumbing repair done. Call Palucci Plumbing today for all of your plumbing needs. From trenchless sewer repair and waterline repairs and replacement, hot water tanks, sewer camera inspections, to Pittsburgh potty repairs, no job is too small for Palucci Plumbing. Owners Amy and Nick Palucci have been in business for 26 years, so give them a call for your next plumbing repair or replacement. Palucci Plumbing, 412-782-5050. That's 412-782-5050.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people, pets, and bees. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour, and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Spruce, pet friendly, weed deadly. Find wherever weed killers are sold.
I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know, taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Being diagnosed with leukemia, lymphoma, myeloma, or one of over 100 other types of blood cancer makes people want more time to do the things they love. That means more time to be artists, prom dates, world travelers, and moms. We are Blood Cancer United, the world's leading organization focused solely on blood cancer research, support, and advocacy. We do the most for more people with blood cancer, so people with blood cancer can do more of whatever they want. Blood Cancer United. Join us at bloodcancerunited.org.
My retired friends are going back to work. I'm worried Social Security won't be enough. BenefitsCheckup.org connected me to $1,000 a month for food and medicine. It's free. Visit BenefitsCheckup.org today.
Supported by the U.S. Administration for Community Living.
When you call yourself the voice of Pittsburgh, you have to know when to not talk. Sometimes you just need to be the ears of Pittsburgh. Just listen. Listen to what you have to say. These are complicated and uncertain times, but when you need us, we're here for you, and we're listening. A trusted source that you can count on to be here. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. The prospect of peace. Iran says a deal to end the war has, quote, never been closer. President Trump says it's scheduled to be signed as soon as tomorrow. A senior administration official telling us.
If Iran holds up their end of the bargain, they'll get relief from crushing economic pressure and reintegrate into the global economy. Trump says Iran will promise never to build or obtain a nuclear weapon, but that promise is not new. In fact, it was in the very first paragraph of the nuclear deal negotiated under President Obama, a deal that Trump tore up and still repeatedly criticizes to this day. Selena Wang, ABC News, the White House.
Trump administration officials have said in a court filing that as of late this morning, the president's name has been removed from the facade and all signage at the Kennedy Center as required by multiple court orders. World Cup 2026 has arrived on the East Coast, Brazil and Morocco facing each other at MetLife Stadium. This is ABC News.
Your home should be your happy place. Hi, this is Larry Richard for CertaPro Painters. If you're sitting around your house, you see the faded colors and peeling paint, you know, I got to get this done. We'll get it done right the first time with CertaPro Painters. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. I love that. Get a free estimate, all the details, easy to understand, and it will brighten up your home. Then it will be a happy place. Schedule a free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one.
When Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
Go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
Hi, this is Les Botkin of Botkin Family Wealth Management. My wife Barb and I celebrated our 50th wedding anniversary with a Florida family vacation. The intense August heat prompted me to share a story with my grandkids about working my first job as an assistant golf pro in my early 20s. I earned $2.10 an hour and was thrilled when I found a great pair of work shoes for only $7. They were injection molded plastic. Even the stitching was plastic. I felt like I'd hit the jackpot with those fine-looking shoes. That was until I was teaching a golf lesson on a hot summer day when, standing on the tee, I felt my feet burning up and realized my shoes were literally melting onto the grass. I suddenly realized why they'd been such a bargain. Remembering times like those make me appreciate the journey of my life. At Botkin Family Wealth Management, we're interested in hearing your story because understanding your beginnings is an important part of appreciating what it took to get where you are today. Visit us at botkinfamilywealth.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
Before you book your next vacation rental, here's something worth knowing. On one real 7-night stay, a family could have saved over $1,200 just by booking directly with SWAC Vacations instead of going through a third-party site. That's real money toward dinners, groceries, beach gear, or a few extra experiences on the trip. Compare direct pricing first at swacvacations.com. SWACK Vacations, same stay, fewer fees.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Patchy clouds tonight, the low 63. Tomorrow, a couple of thunderstorms in the afternoon could bring damaging wind gusts and flooding downpours, high 76. Less humid with clouds and sun on Monday. For AccuWeather, I'm Kerry Schwindenhammer, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right. Hope you're having a good weekend, and be back on Monday. Tons to talk about after this weekend. Catch you Monday, 2 to 6, right here, KDK.
Let's return to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
You know Doug Oster.
I do.
And he is part of our porch tour for Zachary's Mission.
Yes.
And I don't remember if this conversation happened on the podcast, which is going to come out in a couple of weeks, or if it happened on the side. But the bottom line is Rachel has been following Doug's tutelage for years now, as far as keeping plants going. And you're very successful. You had a brown or a black thumb at one point, right?
I did.
And now you truly have a burgeoning green thumb.
I just think it's funny that every time we talk to Doug, and if you listen to him here on KDK, you hear him say you're either overwatering it or you're underwatering it. And I would be like, but how do I gauge? And then I'd tell him about all these different gadgets and apps and ways that I could find out if this plant needs something. And he was like, just put your hand in there and feel, does it need water? And even, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I mean, even in our office, think about that one. What was the name of the little girl who came on the podcast? There she grows.
Yes.
Or as she grows, something. She plants little, her mom noticed that she was antsy, essentially, and said, we need to get you doing things. And so she would go to all these different vendor markets, and she has little planters. And she plants various little plants. And she's gotten into this, to kind of cure being antsy. And she gave us a couple of plants, one of which we accidentally left in your car.
Yes.
I nursed that back to life, and
like a champ.
Our entire front row there in front of our window is plants.
And that's just
and they're
our office.
thriving. That's just our office.
Your house is
it's
thriving as well. So at the podcast, is somewhere along the way, Doug was a part of it, and Doug and you said that you were going to go shopping for plants, and Doug said, I want to go shopping with you. He was so excited to take you plant shopping.
Now, be clear, he's not paying for it.
Right. No, he it was like a bride's mom saying, "Let's go shopping for the dress," and being so excited.
So excited.
The level of excitement
because I said to you, "Oh my gosh, I have this gift card to Hans.
Yes.
I'm going to ask him
And
what
he was
should I
like,
get there." Right, because my husband literally. Now here's the funniest part. In case Doug or my husband are listening, we know neither. My husband, our kids are getting older. He looks for ways that we can do things. This is why we do coffee together on Sundays. So he said, let me know when life isn't too crazy and we'll head over, because he wants to gift me for my birthday.
Sure.
A couple of plants, and he bought me these hanging contraptions for my front porch so that I can put plants in them. And he found plants that are pretty easy to take care of. So he said, oh, when you see Doug, ask him. I sent you the photo of what I found. Ask him if this is what he thinks would be good to put into these planters. I don't have the heart to tell him.
Yeah.
He's like, did you talk to Doug about it? I was like, because I don't have the heart to tell him. Not only did I not ask him, Doug, because listen, the one and only Doug Oster wants to come with me to shop.
Yeah.
That's happening.
Yeah.
And I love my husband,
And it's
but
going
it's
to
not.
be a video that we have to make, just like you
Yes.
going to the aviary.
That's it.
This is just Rachel's dreams come true right now.
Tracy needs to take heed because
Yes.
it's always about John, and we don't need me to worry about Rizzo anymore. I don't need to sing Grease. I need this in my life,
You
and I'm really
want to
excited.
be Rachel Jr., Doug Oster.
I
Rennebeck.
mean, because I love, in all seriousness, I love his enthusiasm. And you are right. I told you all the time, my mom was terrible at taking care of plants. And I inherited it because I was like, what do you do? She's like, I didn't water it enough. You know, it was just that kind of very blanket statement. And the more we would have Doug on the podcast and talk to him, and how many people have reached out that you say this all the time. He helps people all the time. He's constantly giving tips. And I thought, seriously, if they can do it, why can't I try it?
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah.
All these plants. I have 2. There is a plant in my house that is probably, I'm not good at this, but 3 feet tall. That's a lot.
Yeah.
For what it started with. And it was a money tree.
Okay.
Those money trees are little.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
And what's the Latin word for the money tree? The enthusiast.
Yeah. See, that's where I'm not Doug
that's where
Oster. I don't know. I
Doug would
describe
have a
them.
perfect
Yes,
word for
he
it.
would have the word for
Yeah.
it, but I am
Now, do
exceptionally
you talk
excited.
to your plants?
No.
You know, okay, you're
In
not.
my opinion,
Yes.
I think my kids laugh at me because I go, look at all the life. That's what I say to them now. And they're like, oh my gosh, there she goes with the life. But like my aunt, my mom's sister bought me another money tree for my birthday, my milestone birthday. And so now I have probably 7 different plants. And because our house is open concept, the dining room and living room are pretty much right there, and open and together. So as you know, all of the plants are exposed and I give them light. Sometimes I move them in more. Like I know that they may have had too much light. Like the one was getting brown. I think that because my house is such a hub for people, those plants hear the talking.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's chaos
And
going
you're on the phone a lot.
I'm on the phone. We're all chatting. My
Yeah.
kids are coming and going. There's constant lifing.
Right.
So
Okay.
I think that's how the plants are doing well.
It's interesting because I've tried everyone.
You're not good.
I love cilantro.
Yes.
Like I love vegetables. Like I've never had a flower ever or plant do well anywhere in any house I've ever owned. But I even tried to do one of those. What's the tree? The Japanese tree.
Bonsai.
The bonsai tree.
Yeah.
Supposedly you can't kill those.
Right.
I killed one.
Sure.
And
I had
so
no
then
doubt.
I'm like, well, I love cilantro. I love fresh vegetables. So I go to Giant Eagle and I buy the little cilantro pot because I'd love to just keep having fresh cilantro versus buying it. And I've killed those as well.
Really?
So, yeah. So, again, I probably need to pay attention to the notes. Maybe you need to teach me what I should be doing.
It's
to
funny
my
you
little
say that
cilantro
because
plants.
my parents, for I believe my birthday last year, if you remember, bought me a giant pot of cilantro, basil, and mint.
Okay.
It was beautiful. I killed the entire thing.
And it's almost impossible to kill mint. My grandmother had mint in her backyard, and she kept saying, "Please get rid of this," because it was like a weed to her. It was a vine, and it was on and on and on. And we used
I
to
don't know what
go
I did.
over and always split the leaf and smell it. We're like, "Oh my gosh, it smells so good!" And she's like, "Get rid of that," because it was crawling all over and up the wall, and up the fence and things like that. She's like, "Take that down." But so it's almost impossible to kill mint. But I think you should try that basket again. Now that you're,
I don't
you're
know because
getting
it was
that.
just last year,
Yeah.
and I don't know what happened. Because you're right, I have heard that mint is very easy
But
to
I
care
would love
for.
that. I would love that to have fresh basil.
My dad does that. You should have my dad do
fresh
it for you.
cilantro on my back porch somewhere
Yeah.
on the way because I am always looking for cilantro. And sometimes you get the Giant Eagle at 10 o'clock at night and they're out of it. That kind of thing.
Listen, Dad, if you're listening, you need to tell us, what did I do wrong that I killed the mint, and what can John Chamberlain do to get better cilantro?
Yeah.
He'll text me. That's what he does normally. And I can tell you what the answer is. Or we can ask Doug, because when we had him on, I don't want to spoil it, but when we had him on the show, he always said, you say for food or for...
Yeah, for fruit or for beauty.
Yeah.
Flowers or vegetables.
And mine obviously has been because I want to look at plants and flowers and things like that. But it's both. Like, he was asking me what I wanted to shop for, and I said both. So I'm anxious. I would like to have a tomato plant.
Yeah.
But I also want to get those, what are they, azaleas?
Oh, okay.
I think that's what they're called. I think that's what Willie looked up.
Okay.
And that's what's going to go in the little cup.
The baskets.
Yeah.
On
in the hanging baskets.
How about that?
I'm so excited. But I get to go with Doug Oster for my birthday to Hans.
There you
Which
go.
is right. We both live in Ross Township, and we're excited. We're going to meet there and do it. And you're going to video.
Yeah. Yes, I am.
I will get you. No, I meant I'm glad that you'll be there.
Yeah.
That's all I meant. And I will, if you're nice, maybe I'll get you some cilantro, and we'll get some tips from Doug.
I love it.
It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDK.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of essentials. Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Hey folks, my friends at NASCO Roofing take pride in exceeding customer expectations. Joe from Pittsburgh loved the excellent work NASCO did on replacing his roof and gutters. It was a big job that NASCO completed in just 2 days with excellent attention to every detail. Joe was also impressed with NASCO's cleanup that left his home spotless. NASCO has thousands of customers that are satisfied like Joe. Get NASCO on your roof. Call NASCO 412-373-2000. 412-373-2000. Special financing available. NASCO Roofing. NASCO.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I push through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The Big K Morning Show with Larry Richards.
Hall of Fame broadcaster Bill Hillgrove, we need to get you as the cover boy for an effort to reignite the regatta. You could do this by barefoot skiing coming down the Ohio River towards the point.
I swam in the Allegheny, and that was enough of that. Now, water skiing, you stay out of the water if you're good.
Weekday mornings 5:30 to 10 on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Planning for retirement isn't easy. If you don't know where to start, join Beth Andrews of Net Worth Advisors every Saturday at 1 for the Net Worth Financial Hour. Beth shares helpful tips and strategies that just might change the course of your retirement. Listen every Saturday at 1 to the Net Worth Financial Hour with Beth Andrews of Net Worth Advisors. Net Worth Advisors, LLC, is a registered investment advisor.
When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one,
When Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
Let's play a game. The rewards are high if played right. In the game, you can receive an education, choose a career, buy property, get married, and so much more. Success in the game doesn't rely on luck, chance, or even strategy. To win, you must know the rules. The Constitution is the rulebook for our game. It tells the players, you, me, the government, what's fair, what's foul, and who makes the calls. Learn the Constitution. Use it, defend it, and win. Because if you don't know the rules, you can't win the game.
Freedom. It's an American thing. From AmericanThing.org.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
Back to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
It's like Beetlejuice. Johnny Angel, Johnny Angel, Johnny Angel. And Johnny Angel is now on the radio with us. And we're going through the phones here, Jack. So welcome to KDKA. Let's see, Mike, do I need to press the button to make that work, or do you do that? There you go. There you go. So, Johnny Angel, welcome to KDKA. No stranger here. You heard us talking about, first of all, let's talk about the cilantro and the mint situation,
He
right?
said that I told you he would text me, and he said
what'd you
no
say,
one.
Jack?
Go ahead, Dad.
You can't kill mint. I mean, it's like weeds.
Yeah. I don't know what I did.
I started a patch of mint in my backyard.
Yeah.
With bricks, right? And it was like maybe a 2-foot spot. It grew into a 6-foot spot, as high as hedges.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah,
and I cut it down every year, and it grows back up.
That was my grandmother Chamberlain's issue. It would climb up over the fence. It would. And she's like, "Get rid of that." We're like, "Gram, we're trying."
But listen, that's what my parents did. Dad, do you remember? I think it was for my birthday last year. You and Mom made a giant planter, and it was cilantro, basil, and mint. And I don't know what I did, because we were boasting of my new ability to not be Morticia and do better with my planting skills. But I said, I don't know what happened with those, but I did not do well.
I don't know, but I grow it on my windowsill. My
right.
Yeah, and it grows up, and I have to cut it back or break it off. In fact, if you break the tips of them off and just use the top, but let about 1/4 of an inch above the last row, it'll grow another top.
Unless you're John and Rachel.
Well, and we appreciate that comment, Johnny Angel Oster. And,
yeah.
But, Jack, again, it's like Beetlejuice. We said your name 3 times, and we're like, wait, you have this big show going on. And I love this when John and Rachel's worlds collide, because, people we've known through our lives in different places. Yep. So John Paston was a Stowe Rocks graduate, came back, brought his Navy band to Stowe Rocks, and played all these popular tunes right there in the new auditorium. And we're like, that was the most amazing thing. They were in their dress whites, and he got all these awards, and it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. And guess what? Johnny Angel and John Paston are partnering up here at the Oaks Theater next week. Is that right, Jack?
That's correct. And he's first of all, he's an amazing musician. He played at the White House for maybe 4 presidents, right? And he's like the top musician in my book. I mean, the guy is incredible, right? So when I went to rehearsal, I'm thinking some of the guys that are in his band worked for me in the Halos, and I'm thinking, oh, this will be pretty nice, until I got there. And I went like, this isn't pretty nice. This is incredible. These horns are just amazing, man. So it's like what we're doing, I'm doing like 4 songs in each set. Some of them are stuff I did in the Halos, and a couple other ones I've never done before with the band. But their arrangements are just like, wow. I'm having a hard time. It's like when I sang with the Pittsburgh Symphony. It's hard for me to sing. I start to listen to them instead of sing. It's crazy.
So, Jack, I have the website up here. It's at the Oaks Theater. It's 7:30 to 9:30 next to Saturday the 20th. And it says relive the 50s, 60s, and 70s with the Pittsburgh Doo-Wop Big Band, which is super cool. John Paston, 30-year veteran of the Navy, award-winning, and featuring Sam Brooks, who played with Eminem, or with an Eminem from Masters in Music, I guess.
Oh, I was like,
New
what?
York University. And Danielle Paston is part of it. Again, the whole thing is just
Wait a
like
minute,
this
back up. So John Paston, I'm assuming, is having his daughter?
His daughter, she's actually an opera star.
Here we go.
Praised opera news as
John,
one of the most sheerly
do you
beautiful
see where I'm
voices.
going?
Do you know
see
her?
where I'm going? No, I don't know her. But my dad has a daughter who would go do this as well. But clearly, John Paston's daughter cuts the mustard, and I do not. I mean, one time with Totally 80s, and I'm shunned.
Well, you got to remember, I used to own a restaurant at PNC Park, and we sang doo-wop every Thursday night. And my daughter used to get up there and outshine Kenny Mitchell. So don't go there.
I'm totally kidding. No, I just told that story because we did a benefit, and Kelly, the best bartender ever, came to the benefit and supported it. And we were talking about the old Atria's days and how exciting they were, and how I used to go up there and you would kind of give me the look like, did you drink a little too much? Should you be going up there or not? But, that leads us to the other thing. We certainly want to encourage everybody to come to the show next Saturday, 7:30 to 9:30 at the Oaks Theater. And they can go to the Oaks Theater website to get tickets. But also, you're going to be showing a flashback, a throwback to Atria's days. And that's starting the last Thursday of this month at Johnny Angel's Ginchy Stuff. We're so excited for this.
Yeah, that'll be fun because so many people come into my store and say, "Man, I miss those days down at the Atria's restaurant." And I thought, why can't we create that? I have this really brilliant marketing person. Her name's Rachel, and she said, "Dad, you've got to recreate that down there." And I'm getting a lot of response already, so it's going to be great. I appreciate it.
Good.
Yeah, we're
Jack,
excited.
how about this? Going back to the Oaks Theater thing, my question for you is: you're usually the head guy, putting it all together. And how wonderful is it for you to walk in and say, "Here's what they're giving me to do. I do that." And
Great
then
point.
It's got to be awesome to have all that big support.
It's the first time in my life that I wasn't totally in charge, and I like it.
Yeah, sometimes it's just nice that way, and you get to perform. And you're doing 4 songs for each set, is that right?
Yes. And some of them, I'm even doing the song that I sang at your wedding, Rachel, that little girl.
Oh,
Nice.
I love that. Oh, my gosh.
Well, Jack, we appreciate you coming on to talk about your shows and your visits, but we really appreciate you coming on to talk about you should know how to kill mint.
Exactly. Exactly.
We could do a whole segment on that.
So true. It is so true. We appreciate you, Dad. Thanks for checking in.
Okay.
Always a pleasure.
right.
Make sure you are following along on Johnny Angel's Ginchy Stuff. You can follow on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, and you can see where he's performing here and there. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Pittsburgh's very own board-certified and licensed hypnotherapist Dan Vitchoff of the PA Hypnosis Center is here to help you. He has helped train U.S. Olympic team members control their brains, stay relaxed, focused, and in control, giving them the edge for the gold. He's recognized by many organizations around the world as one of the top hypnotherapists anywhere. He has gotten over 3,000 people to give up cigarettes for good in the last 22 years. He's helped folks even who've tried gastric bypass to lose weight. He can help you and give you a 98% success guarantee. Call 724-934-8446. That's Dan Vitchoff, the PA Hypnosis Center. Mention KDKA and get $50 off any program. But call for a free consultation today, 724-934-8446. The PA Hypnosis Center with Dan Vitchoff. Make that call today, 724-934-8446.
Let's play a game. The rewards are high if played right. In the game, you can receive an education, choose a career, buy property, get married, and so much more. Success in the game doesn't rely on luck, chance, or even strategy. To win, you must know the rules. The Constitution is the rulebook for our game. It tells the players, you, me, the government, what's fair, what's foul, and who makes the calls. Learn the Constitution. Use it, defend it, and win, because if you don't know the rules, you can't win the game.
Freedom. It's an American thing. From AmericanThing.org.
Mommy, how come I can't sit in the front seat?
Because I love you and you're just not ready yet.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Mommy, how come I can't sit in the front seat?
Because I love you and you're just not ready yet.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
From ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. President Trump posted on his social media site that a deal with Iran is scheduled to get signed tomorrow. Iran has echoed something similar, saying a deal has never been closer. To our London bureau and ABC's Lama Hassan.
President Trump is expected to meet on the sidelines of next week's G7 summit with the leaders of Egypt, Qatar and the United Arab Emirates to discuss these latest efforts to end the war. G7 members Britain and France have expressed interest in assisting with demining the Strait of Hormuz. As for Iran, if they hold up their end of the deal, they'll get relief from crushing economic pressure and a chance to reintegrate into the global economy, which could include relief from U.S. sanctions and $24 billion in frozen Iranian assets. Lama Hassan, ABC News.
As of today, President Trump's name no longer appears on the Kennedy Center.
Workers yanking the letters off the building, complying with the federal judge's ruling that the renaming was unlawful. The Justice Department filing a last-minute appeal to stop it, but the courts saying no. Today, the center's executive director filed a sworn declaration confirming Trump's name is gone from all physical signage, the website, even employee email signatures.
ABC's Selena Wang. Dangerous storms impacting more than 70 million Americans through tomorrow. Omaha pelted with flooding rains, high winds, and damaging hail. A church tent collapsing in Virginia. One person killed. Acting Fire and Rescue Chief Abby Johnston.
The folks that observed it that were on scene indicated that when the high winds came through, very quickly the tent just catastrophically failed.
Heavy storms developing tonight in the Midwest, centered around Lincoln, Nebraska.
And then the West Coast. We're dealing with heat. We have heat advisories, excessive heat warnings, and temperatures that could break daily records. That's over into areas of Washington. So we're going to watch and wait and see, but almost the entire nation dealing with some heat.
That's ABC meteorologist Leslie Lopez. You're listening to ABC News.
Hot summer days and high energy bills are on the way. Upgrade your home's old leaky windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4 Get 4 free sale. Yes, half of your new beautiful energy efficient windows free. Plus no money down and no monthly payments or interest for 2 years. Call now 866-200-8670 or windownation.com. In select markets, trust our family of brands, New South Window and ArmorView. That's 866-200-8670 or windownation.com to book a consultation.
I've been telling you all about the secret war on our cash and the free report you can receive a copy of by contacting Swiss America at 800-289-2646. I'd also like to encourage you to subscribe to their podcast on YouTube. Just search Swiss America Trading. The podcast can provide you a ton of vital information and financial news in the challenging and uncertain times we're in. Subscribe today. Learn more about BRICS, industry leaders, and their market predictions for the future, along with what you might expect to see in terms of precious metal performance in the weeks and months ahead. Message and data rates may apply.
A rescue on New York City's East River after a seaplane was submerged this morning. ABC's Faith Abube.
Authorities say 2 people were on board that plane, a 67-year-old pilot and his 72-year-old passenger. The plane starting its engine when it was struck by a large wave, damaging its wing. The plane then starting to sink into the East River. New York City's fire department launching what it calls a major technical response. The 2 people on board were rescued by an FDNY Marine boat. They suffered minor injuries.
Anthropic is pulling the plug on 2 of its most powerful artificial intelligence models.
The Trump administration is issuing an export control directive, which is intended to bar all foreign nationals from accessing 2 Anthropic models, Fable 5 and Mythos 5. In order to comply, Anthropic has to shut down access for everyone, it says, including its own foreign national employees. The models raised concerns they could be used to identify flaws in the cybersecurity systems of governments or businesses. Anthropic instituted strict guardrails on Fable and hasn't released Mythos to the general public at all. Mike Dubusky, ABC News.
World Cup 2026 has arrived on the East Coast. Brazil and Morocco facing each other at MetLife Stadium. And the Knicks are in San Antonio, up 3-1. New York on the cusp of their first NBA championship in more than half a century against the San Antonio Spurs. But it's definitely not over yet. Dave Packer, ABC News.
Hot summer days and high energy bills are on the way. Upgrade your home's old leaky windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4 Get 4 free sale. Yes, half of your new beautiful energy efficient windows free. Plus no money down and no monthly payments or interest for 2 years. Call now 866-200-8670 or windownation.com. In select markets, trust our family of brands, New South Window and ArmorView. That's 866-200-8670 or windownation.com to book a consultation.
You have some dough. It's lunchtime, but there's no way you would eat just dough for lunch, right? Well, the good thing is, I have some cheese. Your friend has some tomato sauce. This random guy on the street has pepperoni in his backpack. If we bring all these ingredients together, we end up with something much better than any of them alone. A savory pizza for lunch. But each of us has not only different ingredients, but also different opinions coming from our different life experiences. If we bring all these experiences and all these opinions together in friendly, civil conversation, we end up with opinions and ideas that are better than any of our individual opinions before. So if we want to come up with better ideas for a better world, what we really need are civil, civic conversations. Pizzas. It's an American thing. AmericanThing.org.
As parents, we have a million things running through our minds. Playdates, checkups, groceries, laundry, diapers, work, carpool schedules, picture day, swim team, did we mention diapers, birthday parties, meal prep, lost permission slips, dentist appointments, and the dog that still needs to be walked. So it's easy to make a mistake. Oh, I forgot birthday candles. Sit tight, hon, I'll be right back. We say we'd never put our kids in danger by leaving them in the car alone. Oh, wait, since when are candles not on the baking aisle? But never happens. And temperatures as low as 60 degrees can be deadly for children left behind. So always bring them with you, and every time you park the car, stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Patchy clouds tonight, the low 63. Tomorrow, a couple of thunderstorms in the afternoon could bring damaging wind gusts and flooding downpours, high 76. Less humid with clouds and sun on Monday. For AccuWeather, I'm Kerry Schwindenhammer, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
It's Rachel and John on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right, Rach. It's a night of unique things. We had Yin's Gone Wild. We're talking about going on vacation. The other day I stumbled across, I can't believe it, this is my procrastination destination.
Same.
There is a UFO celebration that happens at the Kecksburg Fire Department every year.
I did not know that. Where is Kecksburg for some context?
Well, we're going to find out because Ron's going to tell us that. Ron, you are the president of the UFO Festival Committee. Ron, welcome to KDKA.
Well, thank you.
So, all right. So, first question Rachel has is, remember this, she's one of the smartest people I know, but she's geographically challenged. So, directionally challenged. So, give us an idea where Kecksburg is, because I literally was just out to see the Acorn the other day.
Okay, it's out on the other side of Mount Pleasant, snuggled underneath the Laurel Mountains, and it's on Route 982.
Okay. So, all right. So now we know that you have a festival coming up here. And so what the history that I know is Kecksburg UFO Festival. It happens July 17th through the 19th. And it's literally right there at the fire department. And it's celebrating or recognizing in 1965 there was a UFO crash there. And the Acorn is used as the icon of what the satellite looked, or not the satellite, the UFO looked like. And it's, as I read the sign, it was the size of a VW Beetle. So take us from there, John. How long has this festival been going on, and how crazy does it get out there? Ron.
Well, this is our 21st year celebrating the crash of the UFO, and the festival was going on since 2005. So, like you said, we have 17th, 18th, and 19th of July is our festival, and we got a whole legend full of events and food and good times for all.
And is this because so many people are interested? Is this an interest that people are showing, or is there a group of you who say, "Oh, I know that this is a thing, and we need to continue to preserve it"? And what types of things can we expect?
Okay, Friday night. It starts off with a half-price night in our kitchen, and we have cornhole competition at 7 o'clock that you must sign up for. And all these items I'm telling you, they're on the web under KecksburgUFO.com. Each side we have 45 crafters inside, plus UFO speakers and our big UFO store. Outside, we have another 50 crafters plus our food vendors, and we've got the one and only Alien Girls that was developed through the UFO festival each year. And our food vendors, we got Armored Sausage, we got TJ Concessions Gyros, funnel cakes, we got Jesse's Barbecue Chicken, we got ice cream, we got kettle corn. We developed our own kettle corn in Kecksburg, and that's one of the big draws for us. We have the Country UFO store and a glass stand for the fire department, Chuck-a-Luck. And one of the big items on our festival is we got a bunch of photo stands that were created and painted by the Mount Pleasant Senior High School art class. And they're a big draw for the kids and the family, because you can stand in back of them and they take your picture in front of the photo stand.
And Ron, did I see something about a bed race? There's some kind of bed race you sign up for?
That is correct. We have the one and only bed race in Pennsylvania, and we not only give a T-shirt away plus a trophy, but you can come there and use our bed, or if you make a bed and bring it in and we certify that it's okay to use, you get $100 up front.
Nice.
And it's just hilarious. Last 2-3 years, we've had the Shriners come in and they participated in the bed race. So that really draws a crowd.
So, Ron, 1965 is when the UFO crashed there. Are there people out there in Kecksburg that continue to come to the festival and tell this story?
Yes, and it's more of a, not only just a UFO fest, it's more of a family gathering from all the people in the area. If it wasn't for the people in the area coming and helping us, we wouldn't have it. So we're getting some nice crowds out there because of that.
Wait, Ron, were you personally there in 1965?
I was. Me and the wife come out. I was not a fireman then, and we come out to the location where it was exactly 2 miles from where I was born and raised. and I see the military there.
Oh, wow. And is that what Kecksburg is known for? Because I have to admit, Ron, when John said that he was going to Kecksburg for something for work, obviously, and he came back with a photo of him with this oddly shaped thing behind him, and I said, "What is that? And what is Kecksburg known for?" And he told me, "Is that something that most people know? Am I kind of on the outside looking in, or is that something that you end up having to tell people whenever you meet them?"
Well, it's worldwide. And, we have I mentioned the UFO store, and we have hundreds of people come and sign our logbook in the store. We just had recently people in from New York and South Carolina, Korea, Japan, and it's known worldwide. It's one of the top 10 UFO unsolved mysteries in the world.
I knew nothing about it, and the things that you learn whenever John takes trips. So we appreciate it so much. Where can people find out more information about this, such a unique festival?
Okay, you can go to the website, kecksburgufo.com. And I also want to mention Saturday, we have a big parade, and like I said, cornhole competition, hot dog competition on Sunday, and there's just more than I covered here, but it's really a kind of a unique and out of the world festival.
Well said, Ron. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you check out that website and go see this amazing thing in Kecksburg. It's on the map. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Now more than ever, we're the station you can trust for the information you need. KDKA.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-284-1238. 800-284-1238. You have nothing to lose, but everything to gain. 800-284-1238.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
When you get a diagnosis of Parkinson's disease, things get real.
And nobody understands that better than the Parkinson's Foundation. All across the country, we provide resources and support in the fight against Parkinson's, a neurological disease that affects movement.
The Parkinson's Foundation is dedicated to improving care and advancing research towards a cure.
And when you call our helpline, you'll speak to a real person who can help you find the right information. Because while living with Parkinson's can be challenging, there are things you can do to improve your quality of life. So, whether you're newly diagnosed, have been living with Parkinson's for years, or caring for a loved one,
when Parkinson's gets real, find real answers at the Parkinson's Foundation.
Go to parkinson.org or call our helpline at 1-800-4PD-INFO, 1-800-473-4636. The Parkinson's Foundation. Better lives together.
Hi, I'm Peter Sagal. When we were growing up, my two brothers and I just loved our Uncle Ted. He was like a really cool big brother who always brought around the best toys and took us to the best places and with whom we always had the most fun. It was odd, though, when we got older, to realize he wasn't nearly as outgoing and adventurous with other adults. I found out much later that this might have had something to do with the ostomy bag he wore ever since he was diagnosed with Crohn's disease as a teenager and had part of his lower intestine removed. Theodor Skolnick, my Uncle Ted, died last year at the age of 80, never having once mentioned his illness to me or my brothers. He left a large bequest to the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation to help fund better treatments for these diseases and also to help other people, old and young, seek and get help for the situation that he was never able to talk about. Don't feel you need to hide your Crohn's or colitis. Go to spillyourguts.org to learn more about the treatments available and even find a specialist. That's spillyourguts.org.
Let's play a game. The rewards are high if played right. In the game, you can receive an education, choose a career, buy property, get married, and so much more. Success in the game doesn't rely on luck, chance, or even strategy. To win, you must know the rules. The Constitution is the rulebook for our game. It tells the players, you, me, the government, what's fair, what's foul, and who makes the calls. Learn the Constitution. Use it, defend it, and win, because if you don't know the rules, you can't win the game.
Freedom. It's an American thing. From AmericanThing.org. Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps. The following is an editorial by KDKA Radio Regional Vice President Michael Spacciapoli.
We hear it all the time. What's wrong with kids today? We never did that when we were kids. Well, in light of several recently imposed chaperone demands, like the ones implemented in Market Square and now at Kennywood, we're more concerned about the parents. Where are they? When many of us were growing up and got in trouble, we were scared to death to go home because that's when the real consequences would follow. Many parents today depend on teachers and coaches to do all the heavy lifting. Discipline, hard work, knowing right from wrong, and integrity, which can be defined as doing the right thing when no one is looking, are values that need to be introduced and taught at home. It comes down to responsibility and accountability. If these values aren't required at home or taught at home, teachers and coaches are performing miracles to instill them. Raise your kids right and give the other mentors in their lives a fighting chance to mold them into upstanding and productive citizens.
This has been an editorial by KDKA Radio Regional Vice President Michael Spacciapoli. To view a transcript, go to kdkaradio.com.
Let's return to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I won't, Mike. Won't do it. I tried just to kind of keep us all on our toes.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. And you're good at it.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah. But you go ahead, you go.
We say this all the time. Even whenever we had the Yin's Gone Wild folks in here, we were joking about how we, it's not a joke that we try to keep everything positive and shine a light on positivity in neighborhoods and things like that. And we were explaining to them about how the other day we were talking about the South Side and Allentown, which hopefully they still have great weather for tonight.
Yes.
Because it's the Allentown night market. And we were so intrigued by the conversation that we had with Kat Dillack. Mm-hmm. And so much so, I don't know if you saw, she posted today, she tagged us in a story that she's just had a great weekend, and it started with Thursday night being here. And, we said we're on the radio. She invited us to, it's a burlesque show, essentially, right, at Bottle Rockets. And you and I had the conversation afterward where you were like, well, do you want to go? Is this something, two different questions, right? I don't know that yes, I want to go, but I don't know. It wouldn't be my comfort zone. Mm-hmm. It's not something that I'd be like, oh, let's go do this. Mm-hmm. But isn't that what shining a positive light is all about, right? Yeah. We had her come on and we learned something that maybe took us out of our comfort zone and shined a light on a location in a community that gets a really bad rap. Mm-hmm. And to me, that's what this is what we should be doing more of.
And if you listen to this week's podcast, Lenny McAllister is on there saying, just because people are different doesn't mean they're bad people. And this is that. No, what's interesting is that I found out a long time ago that burlesque is not stripping.
Sure.
Like if you call a burlesque dancer a stripper,
they're like, that's not it.
Yeah, it's like calling somebody.
Sure.
Right. And so it's different, but it is still entertaining.
But I'm not, I'm super, I think I'm just more conservative, not much of a, you know, it just was never my jam.
Right.
But she was great. And I enjoyed talking to her. And she explained, you know, that it's more performance value. And, you know, for that, you want to support the neighborhood. You want to support that it's an art. And you think, like, why wouldn't I? Now, I'm not.
Yeah.
But I'm not because I'm against it. I'm not because I had a very long day.
And
we are on the radio, and you know, by the time I want to go home and see my family versus, you know, going there. Go ahead. What were you?
For me, it was like, oh, this is okay, interesting. I'd love to go support her.
Sure.
And then the milestone, the kind of the log in the road she put down for me is
what? I don't remember.
It starts at 11 o'clock.
Oh, well, that too. I know. We're gonna right. We are way too old for that.
I feel like I'm 97 years old, but it's like, okay, like I get it. She's just hitting her stride at 11 o'clock, and by that time, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to just kind of go call in and have a Jameson.
Yeah, but you don't sleep at all. I don't know how you do it. I'm in bed early.
But when she said 11 o'clock, it was like,
oh. Well, she actually said 11:15 so that everybody at the night market can actually tear down and then come enjoy it. So, but you know, the reason I was saying all that is because we just heard Michael Spacciatoli talking about these bands that they're putting out there, you know, from Market Square and Kennywood and other places, of course. And I just wanted to reflect that we were downtown for a meeting on Friday, and it was really surreal for me, as we talked about, to see the place without the unveiling. So we were at Market Square for the unveiling. It was very pretty. They make it look nice, and there's tons and tons of people. But what happens when all the fanfare goes away? And so we chose to walk over and meet someone for a meeting, and we sat down there and watched people truly enjoying the space. And then you heard this like boom, this like crash, you know, and you didn't know what it was. And it was like so many people stopped to look and see what was it, what happened. And it sort of made me sad. It was only a chair that had fallen. You know, it was no big deal. I mean, and think about the sound of a chair falling. It's not the end of the world. But it made me stop and think how sad that all of this talk and not this negativity about being down there has put people on edge to be looking around like, oh my gosh, what was it? And you know, we're not there enough to have noticed it. Like we were just like, oh, what was that? Where you saw the people, the regulars who are downtown, like, what's happening
Turn
now?
their neck quickly.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yes.
Yeah. And it does come back to the parents. I mean, that's literally what it comes down to. Everybody can debate this whole, should there be a ban? Should there not be a ban? Why don't you know where your kids are and what they're doing?
Yeah. I mean that I 100% agree with you. That's the bottom line. It's
frustrating.
Is that you know, they're and we heard Jeremy Waldrop saying, you know, this isn't just kids being kids, because listen, I think you might be the only person that was not a jerk or a knucklehead when you were younger. Like I could think, you know, everybody I know go, oh, back when I was 13, we were jerks. You know what I mean? And we did these silly things. You know, we lit firecrackers. We did this. We did that. You know, things that were somewhat silly and inane. But this isn't that.
No.
Yeah. This is
not
that.
Yeah. I mean, and I agree. And I am certainly one of those people, you know, you and I, we parent, we've had stories with each other that we parent similarly, in that when we find out, or when our kids are older, but when we would find out that our kids were involved in something, we're the first ones to say, what did you do?
Yeah.
Not take the defense of not my kid.
Yeah.
And I think that we just have to really come back to creating boundaries and rules, because this is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, we can't have nice things.
And we're getting ready to get into Picklesburg, and we want it to be nice down there. We want
and we want people to come downtown. Yeah. I don't know. I just it's really disheartening to see.
We don't want people to be on edge coming down.
So we need to figure out how to make that better, because I don't like talking about something when I don't have a solution.
Yeah. Right.
So there you go. A little heavy, because now we're going to go into talking about grill season with our friend Chef Donato. So it's been nice out today. The rain's coming tomorrow, but Chef Donato is going to kind of perk us up on that. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Buy one window, get a free unicorn. Just kidding. Are you tired of dishonest offers? I'm Brian Murphy, owner of Easy Home Exteriors, and we take your home seriously. If you need windows, roofing, siding, or doors, we'll give you fair, honest pricing the first time, every time. No pressure, no gimmicks. We'll give you a free estimate. You don't even need to be home. Call 412-678-7008. That's 412-678-7008. If you're lucky, we'll throw in a unicorn.
SchultzFord.com. 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 SchultzFord.com.
I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know, taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Let's play a game. The rewards are high if played right. In the game, you can receive an education, choose a career, buy property, get married, and so much more. Success in the game doesn't rely on luck, chance, or even strategy. To win, you must know the rules. The Constitution is the rulebook for our game. It tells the players, you, me, the government, what's fair, what's foul, and who makes the calls. Learn the Constitution. Use it, defend it, and win. Because if you don't know the rules, you can't win the game.
Freedom. It's an American thing. From AmericanThing.org.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds and you're overweight. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-700-6898, 800-700-6898, or biglou.com.
Colin Dunlap on KDKA.
Drone shows are better than fireworks. Fireworks are static. They're the same. Drone shows are able to evolve. The one thing fireworks have over drone shows are the sound. Fireworks go boom. Okay, we like that. But if you've seen one fireworks show, you've seen them all.
Weekdays 2 to 6 on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Mommy, how come I can't sit in the front seat?
Because I love you and you're just not ready yet.
Putting your kids in the right seat for their age and size is an act of love. Check that your kids are in the right seat at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Love protects. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
ABC News, I'm Dave Packer. A post from the president to deal with Iran is scheduled to be signed tomorrow. Iran saying a deal's never been closer, but ABC's Selena Wang points out.
This is just a memorandum of understanding. A lot would still have to be hashed out over a 60-day period. The official says the deal, quote, leads to the dismantling of Iran's nuclear program, the U.S. taking the enriched material, destroying it, and removing it from the country. But there's no specifics about how all of that would happen.
As of today, President Trump's name no longer appears on the Kennedy Center. Workers yanking the letters off the building, complying with the federal judge's ruling that renaming it was unlawful. The Justice Department filing a last-minute appeal to stop it, but the court's saying no. Dangerous storms impacting more than 70 million Americans through tomorrow. Omaha pelted with flooding rains, high winds, and damaging hail, and a church tent collapsing in Virginia Friday. One person killed. This is ABC News.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
Trust is earned. That's why I've stuck with Straight Talk. Same price since 2009 on Verizon's 5G network. Cause shoot, anyone can make a promise. Keeping it for years, that means something.
Now plans starting at $25 a month with 4 lines. Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Same price claim applies only to the base monthly price of our $45 plan from October 2009 to present.
You served behind the desk.
You served in combat.
You did 4 years and got out.
You were drafted.
You gave 20 years.
You gave exactly what your country needed.
And so did you.
When you raised your hand and swore an oath to your country, when you put your name on a dotted line, you became part of only 1% of Americans who did the same. You are a veteran.
You are a veteran.
You are a veteran. Because no matter when, where, or how you served, you made a sacrifice for your country, and you deserve support.
If you're struggling with life after service, don't wait. Reach out.
Reach out to a loved one, to a fellow veteran, to VA.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
Brought to you by the United States Department of Veterans Affairs and the Ad Council.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I pushed through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois.
The KDKA AccuWeather Forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Patchy clouds tonight, the low 63. Tomorrow, a couple of thunderstorms in the afternoon could bring damaging wind gusts and flooding downpours, high 76. Less humid with clouds and sun on Monday. For AccuWeather, I'm Kerry Schwindenhammer, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us Monday in the Big K Morning Show, 5:30 until 10. The world awaits for a peace deal. We'll have an update, plus our weekly visit with Lenny McAllister.
Let's return to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
John Chamberlain, are you a Bob Seger fan?
No. But on
bracket. Hold on. Yeah.
Go ahead. You give me the bracket. Go
Van
ahead.
Morrison or Bob Seger?
Yeah. So Van Morrison is probably in my. It's on the same level as what's his name?
Bono.
Bono.
You dislike him that much?
Like 10. But Bob Seger, like average. Like I'd say when I was younger, I did like Bob Seger, but now I'm kind of over it because he's one of those people that did one of those. 67 final tours.
Oh, yeah. Mike, come on. You're much, much younger than we. But do you know these names that we speak of?
I know the names. I don't know really the music.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll help you. That song that was on was Bob Seger, and Van Morrison is Brown Eyed Girl.
Okay. And Bob Seger is known for the Maverick movie. You know, yeah, you know what?
Top Gun?
Yeah, Top Gun. That's when he was sliding into, or was it Top Gun? Or no, it was when he came sliding into the
cocktail. Just take those risky business.
Risky Business.
Oh,
yes.
thank God I watch movies.
Jesus, yeah, that's right. He came sliding into the living room in his underwear, in his tighty whities, and he was doing that. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so that might be something you could relate to.
Thank God.
Yes.
Thank God that I know. Anyway. Right. Mike, is there like a current day person who everybody likes but you can't stand? Like performer?
I don't want to say Taylor Swift because
I'm with you.
I don't like the cult that is surrounded her.
Right.
I will say, did you see the news about people getting on her for being at the Knicks game, calling her a bandwagoner?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God! And everyone was going ballistic. All her entire fan base was going ballistic.
My future daughter-in-law was one of those, saying, "I don't care what you say about Taylor Swift."
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah, she was on the internet, on Instagram, saying
fighting people.
Yes, ready to fight people. Right.
I mean, you know, Mike, what John always says. I think she's a great entrepreneur, and what she's done for women, and is fantastic. But that's where I stop. Like, you're fine. You're an okay singer. That's it. That's all I got.
Don't let any Swifties see you outside.
Oh, I know, right? That's worse than saying I don't love for
By the way, our studio is in Millville.
And there are some songs, but I mean, and she's fine. And again, give her due. She worked hard. But I'm not a Swiftie. But apparently she's done great things for our economy. Even when she comes to town, it's apparently a really good thing. People spend the money. I don't know.
I can't. We're in a day and age where it's so expensive to go to concerts. And
Isn't it a thing?
It
makes
so expensive. And I know I was on the Big K Morning Show when Larry was talking about that lawsuit and all that happening. Like they just all these apps, TicketPix and all them, Ticketmaster, they just make an absolute killing. Killing. It's just so hard to be able to afford to go to a venue, a function, or something you want to enjoy.
Right. And, you know, for me, Mike, you knew this. I turned 50 this year. And one of the things that I wanted to do with my family was go see New Edition. And I turned my kids on to New Edition. We watched the whole documentary on BET years ago. And they still, like, we can do the entire If It Isn't Love, like, spiel. Like, if it is in love, like, we all know the parts. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice? They weren't coming through Pittsburgh, but Bobby Brown was joining them in Cleveland and Cincinnati. And I thought, we could drive there. It was minimum $180 a ticket. So by the time I drive to Ohio and get 2 hotel rooms for my family, forget it.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, it's a disgrace.
Yeah.
I can't.
That
it's
also,
so sad.
It applies with sports. What I wanted to go see is the Pirates in the playoffs this year, and I'm pretty terrified if they do make the playoffs. That is, I'm pretty terrified to see the prices, especially for a team that hasn't made playoffs in a long time. I can't imagine what it's going to be.
Right.
Pirate tickets. I read it somewhere for a family of 4 and drinks and food. The Pirates are top, PNC Park and all that. They're top 5 in most expensive tickets.
What?
Really?
Yes.
And I know they do those sort of timing tickets, right? You know, if
everyone's doing that. Yeah.
Whatever that is. I forget the name of it, but it is, if there's not selling well,
like
then
you
the
bid.
Tickets are cheaper.
Yeah.
And then, but if there's a large press on getting tickets, then the ticket price goes up.
And scalpers, just in this day and age with all these third-party apps that buy out the tickets, it makes it unreasonable. For the average consumer.
Yes. Agreed.
But
it's a disgrace, and then people wonder why you can't do family things. You know, I'm not even going to get on my soapbox. It's just, it's too frustrating.
So, I mean, the Pirates aren't in town next weekend for my birthday, but we're going to see
Mike.
Yes.
What else I can
What
do.
birthday are we celebrating?
Quarter of a century.
What?
Wow.
Wow, you're 25 and I'm 50.
Yeah, he's half as old as Westview Floral.
Oh. And then Larry says he has sneakers older than me, so. I consider myself old, though.
Oh, Mike, why?
I don't know. I consider myself old. I don't know.
Okay.
I
we were describing you the other day, and we said you're an old soul.
It's probably in large part because my dad and how I was brought up.
I know, and you're mad. You get mad at things, like when I sing.
Do. I mean, you are who your parents are.
That is true.
And I would think I'm probably a replication of my dad.
Well, listen, we wanted to chat with the one and only Donato, but I think there was some kind of communication breakdown. Yeah. So we're going to have him come on next week.
Yeah.
But we sort of talked that we needed to have some kind of grill conversation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mike, I know you are so picky. Do you have your own pizza oven at home because you love pizza so much?
I don't have my own personal oven.
Happy 25th from the Jags.
Yeah, we have to go get them one of those special pizza ovens that's portable, that they have at the pizza. But, listen, Mike, if you have a grill at home, my favorite thing to do with pizza was go get even the cheapest frozen pizza that there is, or a day old,
that's what I hear.
And you put it on a regular grill.
That's what
and you
hear.
thaw it out.
That's what everybody says.
And then you put it on a regular grill. You just have to watch it so that it doesn't burn up, but it makes the cheapest pizza taste like gourmet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we do need to get a new grill. Our grill broke. So
get a blacktop.
Blacktop.
Oh God,
I'm trying to transition more into grilled stuff. My one Achilles heel as a human being. I could stay active, stay fit, do all this stuff, be outside. Cut out the sweets, cut out the pop.
Sure.
Fried foods. It's my absolute.
It's your kryptonite.
It's my kryptonite.
Yeah.
It's my weakness. It's the worst for you. I check all the boxes. If you want to go somewhere fast food related, I could probably give you a top 5 for whatever it is. You're looking for fried food, fried chicken. I got you. I know what
is your favorite in general?
Like what? Restaurants?
No, like fast food restaurant.
I mean, McDonald's quality has gotten better. I know they're terrible. I mean,
that is John.
Would the obvious saying be Chick-fil-A?
Because I feel like they're sort of healthy in some capacity.
Yeah, I mean, in some they have healthier products.
Yeah,
I mean, they're kale. They have good salads.
Yes,
it's just
But you prefer
when they're McDonald's in front of me or Wendy's or
Mike,
even. Just all of it. I don't think there's a fast food place that I don't like that I won't eat.
Have you ever heard the old story of the Pavlov's dog thing, psychology, how Pavlov's dog would drool every time he heard the bell?
Yes.
That's me as I pass McDonald's. My car.
Like, he's not kidding.
It's like I have one of those Waymo cars that just wants to turn right into a McDonald's.
We were driving past because there's one like very near my house, and we were driving. He's like, I almost did it the other day when I dropped you off, and I didn't. I withheld from turning in. It's good stuff.
It's so hard, especially for someone like me. I work both jobs. I'm never home, and I get home, I'm just so defeated. And it's like, well, it could take me like 30 minutes, an hour to probably cook something up.
Sure.
Or, hey, you know what? The $5 meal at McDonald's.
It's calling my name.
It's calling my name. But I'm trying to get into more of the grilled products. I really want to. And
grilled portobellos.
I just want to eat better in general.
All right. Well, we're going to go on that trip together, Mike.
Let's do it.
Let's hold hands and jump in.
Mike, you get to be Mad Mike because we have to see what in the heck is going on in the world of National Calendar Day. It's John and Rachel, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
Every Tuesday morning at 7:20, listen for Inside Independence Health, a look at all things healthcare with the experts from Independence Health System. It's brought to you by Independence Health System. Expert care here.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Here he comes! Surprise!
The people above your catering business are doing major construction, and the drilling is only during business hours. It's so loud.
Progressive knows small business owners usually don't like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting personalized discounts on a commercial auto quote with Progressive.
Also, that isn't powdered sugar on the floor. It's plaster from your ceiling.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Ms. Fernandez, what are those tiny things?
Those are what we call amoebas. You can only see them through a microscope.
Wow.
Today's students are tomorrow's great thinkers and innovators. But right now, there's a funding crisis in public schools. Millions of kids go to schools that don't have funding for books, computers, and so much more just because of where they live. You can help change that. Donors Choose is a nonprofit that lets you support students and teachers in your community and beyond. You choose which supplies to support. You could provide first graders with pencils and paper, or other students with their first chapter books, help a music class get a guitar.
You could even supply a classroom like mine with a science project. But what you're really giving is the moment that sparks a brighter tomorrow.
To learn more, please visit DonorsChoose.org. That's DonorsChoose.org. Choose students. Shape the future.
My friends at NASCO Roofing take pride in exceeding customer expectations. Stephanie from Murraysville used NASCO for minor roof repairs. When a storm created substantial roof damage, she called NASCO. NASCO worked with Stephanie's insurance company and installed a beautiful brand new roof. NASCO has satisfied thousands like Stephanie. Get NASCO on your roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day. Special financing available. NASCO Roofing, NASCO.
I'm pediatric allergist Dr. Carla Davis. If your child has asthma, let's take a breath together and talk about it. Does your child need to use a quick relief inhaler or a breathing treatment more than twice a week to treat asthma? Has your child repeatedly awakened at night due to coughing, wheezing, or shortness of breath? Have you taken your child to the emergency room, urgent care, or hospital for asthma symptoms? Has your child missed school because of asthma? If you said yes to any of these questions, it's time to talk to an allergy and asthma specialist like me, who understands how difficult and frustrating it is to see your child struggle with asthma every single day. The good news is there are new ways and new medications to help you and your child take control of asthma and live an active life. If you feel your child's asthma is not under control, go to controlyourasthma.org.
Back to Rachel and John on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
All right, we're drawing this show to a close with our normal gig. We get producer Mike.
The gang's back together with
about,
Mike's mad.
The fake national holidays, because Rachel likes. It's like Rachel, she loves to trigger people. Like, let's talk about this one thing that you guys don't like to talk about. Then here we go. So should I start rolling through them? Mike,
Yes.
you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Rach.
I'm
Today's
ready.
national holidays are not holidays, national days.
Sure.
National Random Acts of Light Day.
What?
Of light?
Light.
What does that
Yeah,
mean?
do you want me to click on it? Here we go.
Yeah.
It is oftentimes it takes just one gentle word or small token to overcome darkness. On June 13th, National
God.
Random Acts of Light Day encourages us to bring light to the darkness and maybe surprise
So it's just random acts of kindness.
It's
but with
random
a
acts-
different
Yes,
name.
it's that's exactly because that's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
And I like
this day
random-
is sponsored by Bud Light.
I thought you meant the literal version of light, like
Yeah.
lighting.
Yeah,
That's
we're clicking on them as we go, right?
Okay.
This
Well,
is one.
I mean, listen, that does not apply to Pittsburgh because we have Mr. Rogers. So there's constant random acts
Very
of
cool.
kindness, right?
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready? National Golf Cart Day.
Stupid.
Golf Cart Day.
Who drives around in a golf cart that doesn't just go on a golf course? I guess people do have
People
them.
do in their neighborhoods. That crazy senior neighborhood down there in Florida that's well known.
Yeah. What
they
is
have
that called?
golf carts. Yeah. Do you know that, Mike?
I don't. But I get
It's a very large senior community. You have to be 55, I think, to get in it. and it has been known to have one of the highest rates of STDs.
What?
That is, he's not kidding. Yeah.
So we're 0 for 2 on the holidays.
Yeah,
right
0 for 2. All right, this one's not going to be making any better.
Okay.
Because it's National Sewing Machine Day. I wish it was video when he shakes his head.
It's just silly.
Yeah.
Sewing is unfortunately an outdated.
Yes.
It is.
Hobby,
Yeah.
I
But
would say.
it's interesting because today I was with Roman and Melanie, and Melanie's in a wedding, and she was talking about how the dress that she got fitted for doesn't fit. And she was like, but I mean, I'm tall and I can't believe, how much I have to have taken off. And I said, oof. She goes, what? Do you think it's going to be a lot? Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's an art that people can't.
I could do it. I just have to glue stick it.
I knew you were going to say it.
I do have a sewing machine, Mike, because I make Halloween costumes for a special someone. And I used to make my own, but I went out and bought a sewing machine. I'm not very good at it, but I'm enough to fool kids that, I can make it look like
my hands are not. They're too shaky.
Yeah.
I have too much caffeine.
Same. I'm so not. I always say I don't have fine motor skills, so I could never do any of that.
And my hands have been pricked by numerous sewing needles.
Wow. Okay.
At this point, it doesn't get much better. So I'll save the one that could be reasonable. But National Kitchen Klutzes of America Day.
What?
Kitchen klutzes.
What does that mean?
And the picture on it shows somebody with a blender open and it's splashing all over the place. Now,
so you celebrate doing stupid things in the kitchen?
Making mistakes, yeah.
Oh.
And I don't know how you would celebrate that because then you'd have to clean up your kitchen.
I don't know if we want to celebrate that. I mean, there could be some very harmful accidents in the kitchen, whether you burn your hand on the stove or the oven or with a knife. Like, why are we celebrating? Oh, I cut myself. Yay. pour a bottle of wine and just, have a toast.
One of the kitchen klutz things that ever happened with my kids was...
I know this.
Yeah. We had a stucco ceiling in our house, and they chose to try to make hummus. And they put all the stuff in the blender and forgot to put the lid on the blender. Oof. So the stucco was...
stuck.
All this stuff just splattered. I mean, we literally had to paint over it. Because you couldn't get
Stop
it all
it.
off.
You painted over your hummus spill?
We cleaned up as much as we could, but it was all just sticking there. So when we waited till it dried, and it looked like more stucco.
Oh my God, that's so funny. I don't think I realized that you painted over it, but anyway. All right. Is there any good ones?
The one that's good and worth it is National Weed Your Garden Day.
But why are we celebrating it? I mean, we do. Yeah. You should just do it when it's
daily chores that are be celebrated.
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
I mean,
they're all getting soft, Mike.
I get it when it's like National Check Your Smoke Alarm Day, right?
Sure.
Makes sense. Mm-hmm. But National Weed Your Garden Day was really the only reasonable one that was in there.
Tomorrow going to be National Do Your Laundry Day.
No, I know, right? I cannot. Tomorrow is actually Flag Day.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you do anything for Flag Day?
I don't.
I know some people really do pay homage to the fact, and they I don't know though if there's a certain way that you have to raise your flag, right? Like how it's like half-mast when something goes wrong. I'm not sure.
But there are I don't know if there's a certain way you raise it, but there's a certain time you raise it. Unless there's a spotlight on it. You put it up when sun up and then you take it down before it gets dark unless you have a spotlight on it. I know that's a rule.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at you two old souls knowing this.
I only know one of my neighbors has it. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So they have the spotlights.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Interesting enough. Well, Mike, we love whenever we get to have you join us. So thank you. We know that you're going to get a new grill. You're going to get a blacktop. You're going to start having healthier food options on the blacktop, and you are going to drive by McDonald's. That's what we learned about you tonight. And you're not a fan of any of the
Mike.
National Calendar Days.
Mike, how many points do you have on the McDonald's app?
Too many to count.
I know.
Really?
My kids have looked, and I've had like 180,000 points on the McDonald's
What
app.
does that get you? Like
I mean, you could turn it in for something.
Anything.
A cholesterol test.
Guys, how about you both look down on me? You're like, Rachel, you could turn it in for anything.
We'll start my goals the week after my birthday. We'll go.
All right,
there. We'll go.
Mike. So you're not here, so we have to go out singing "Happy Birthday" to you.
Oh, he said, please don't.
I don't know if you want to find me out.
Where will you go for dinner for your birthday?
Well, we're gonna go down to the North Shore. There's this bar dock. It's called "It's a Shore Thing."
Yes.
I will try to get there and with some friends and family, and I'll be
We're
down there.
invading that.
No.
We are.
Mike, that's where our office is.
Yeah.
Oh, actually?
Yeah. Oh, we
Right,
go over
it's
there
a
all the
block
time.
away. We go over there all the time. Yeah.
That?
You will love it. And there's food on there. The Brew Gentlemen have some food. It was great food that we saw. We did not try it, but we saw.
I just hope everyone is able to get there before there's a limit, because I'm pretty sure there's a capacity limit.
Yes.
It's a pretty sturdy.
And they